Hello, hello. My name is Sun. I forgot to put on music, and welcome to Cowboy season. Yeehaw! Hello, hello. Welcome into my stream. I always say this every time I start stream, but I gotta have like a proper intro that I say consistently at the beginning. Something like, hello, my name is Sun, your local Kumio, box boy, um, artist. That's important to say that I'm an artist, right? The music? It's cowboy music time. Has anyone else noticed that it's just been cowboy season for video games lately? Meta! Hi, Meta. Ooh. Oh, thank you for casting your line. Hello. And welcome in, Raiders. Test stream 2, Electric Boogaloo. I hope you had a fine test stream. Woo! A fish. Well, hello, hello, welcome in. I forgot to capture my own screen. Wow. This is great. That's fine, right? Commands finally worked. I picked up a habit from the first streamers I became a fan of by stating the date and say what we're doing today. I guess do what we're doing today. Um, so anyway, yeah, nothing going on here. um, I was planning on working on some asset stuff, just some things that I'm like I keep thinking of that I need to do it, and then I keep pushing it off for other things. Um, but work on something today, either like emotes or promotional stuff for myself, maybe for like the 2K celebration we're gonna have. Sorry, I just ate before stream, like way too last minute, so I might be coughing a little bit, suddenly talking so much. I could put a lozenge in. I should do that. Because I don't want to keep coughing into the mic. And I can hydrate too. That's actually a pretty good idea. But how are you guys today? Did you come here to see me, or did you come here to see the Shirtless Cowboy? God, Zelda makes me so happy. Hope you're all doing a great day. Great today, by the way. Yeah. We're not gonna be listening to Zelda music specifically, but this is cowboy music in video games. Just a couple of a selection of video games, which, you know, like ranch vibes. They're really out there. Happy Madame. Thank you so much for coming by to chill. He looks like he wants to say, "What you think? You wanna throw hands? You wanna hit me? You gonna put those soft liberal hands on me?" I don't know why those are so funny to me. Yeah, it's just a cowboy. I don't know. I heard something about some of my kin coming to visit. Yeah, it's I don't know what it is. Like two gotcha games that are within my circle of games have cowboy themes in them right now. Which, like, two is not a lot, but two is like, if I had a nickel, if I had a nickel for every time a gotcha game I know had a cowboy themed outfit or event, I'd have two nickels. That's a lot more than usual. Oh, excuse my coughing. Yeah, strange that it happened twice. And also, incidentally, Trial Thursday, Friday, it's gonna extend into Friday inevitably, will also have cowboys in it. Is one of them Honkai Star Rail? Yes. Yes. One of them is the Honkai Star Rail. The other one is the spicy adult game that I play. Which, like, if I could play this game on stream, I would. They did come out with a safer work version of it. I say safer work. They just took out the explicit scenes. Nothing else about it changed. Which is fascinating to me, but I haven't started it yet. Honkai Star... I'm gonna show these off to you. Well, I had to type in the cowboy. I haven't played Honkai in, like, a long time. Ooh, but is he a mood? Show me Boot Hill. I was telling one of my friends about that game 2 days ago. I'd like to get back into it. I just lost the time because it is like an auto battler, so sometimes, I'm like, oh, I have to grind a little bit. No more sun art for the sub goal. Well, I mean, it's still up. It's still up, but the original idea was I would show it off to you guys and then I would redo them. I've kind of lost the motivation to do the redoing part, but I do have sketches of them. So I'll find a time to show you guys that. Also, I usually only leave the goals up for like a month. And it's been well over that. So this is Boot Hill. I know nothing about this character. I haven't kept up with any of the things. But he's real cool. I love this guy already. Let's see. Like, I can't tell. Oh, is this like the official illustration? I don't know. I can't tell. Looks great. Love this guy. Also, hi everyone. This is Boot Hill. Cowboy. There's also sort of like a cowboy in, was it ZZZ that has the cowboy, like Billy the Kid? I haven't talked to, he hasn't talked to me in several years, so he didn't occur to me that well. It's like, oh, I didn't know you like, if you'd like other game, it's a gay game, and adult C is just like, oh, honey. Oh, that's so funny. And then I talk about this game intermittently. It's called New Carnival. It is great. There is a safe for work version in the App Store, so I could talk about it now, because it's not just an exclusive game that I have to download to my phone every week to play and update it if I wanted to continue playing it. Here's just one of the characters, but let's see. Please board to PC. Please. They have an emulator available to download, but you have to get the emulator. So what if there's just a lot of cowboys? Like it's cowboy season, you know? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. I would love to play. If it was on PC, then I wouldn't have to download it to my phone every week. Incidentally, so my favorite character of New Carnival is the main character, Eden. I usually love his outfits. He's my favorite character out of all of the boys that you can gacha for. I don't like his outfit this time around. It's just like a little bit too much. It's a little bit too cowboy-ish, and they didn't really go for direction this time around. But they have like a new animated opening sequence, and it's really cute. I still miss the old opening. I still miss the first opening. That's my favorite song still, but I can't complain. I love everything about this game. I've not thought about Big and Rich and their song named that in 15 years or better. Holy, Big and Rich. I really have no plans for today. Save a horse. Oh, save a horse, ride a cowboy. I don't know why I've been seeing that one come up irrelevant to the games. Or maybe it is relevant. Maybe it is actually cowboy season. What happened? Because this wasn't just a sudden thing, right? Like, these are games where they had to plan. There was a board meeting of execs who said, what are we gonna do for our next character? What is like the next trending thing that we have to ride on? And then they said, 2 game companies said cowboy. Who decided this? Yo, those guys are they're cowboys. There's another one, but I feel like he borders a little bit more on the slightly not safe for work end, so I won't show him. Kinda hot. But yeah, I'm just now in a cowboy mood. Anyway, have you guys cleaned your PC fans today? I noticed that my PC was having a bit of trouble, not a bit of trouble, but like I was thinking like, oh, like are the fans properly running? I couldn't remember if I had the fans running this week or not. And I looked over at the fans. It's a black PC case, by the way, but the filter was white. Is that cowboy a PC? Because I'm ready to clean. It's cowboy season, Gobby. It's cowboy season. I think Star Rail is currently distracted by the most Archeron and Black Swan video. There was another character that got released recently, or is it not Honkai Star Rail? There's so many gacha games that I'm following now that I'm losing track of who's coming from what. There's a new Genshin character coming out too, huh? Or no, was that no? Genshin has Taylor Swift with Umbrella, but also Honkai has Taylor Swift with a Taylor Swift character that they nicknamed. But they're two different ones, I think. Helicar, thank you so much for the lurk. I ran out of compressed air. Oh, I just have like a soft acrylic paintbrush, like a big acrylic paintbrush that I use to dust off my electronics. I took off the entire filter panel and I just stepped away from. I didn't step that far away from my PC, which is the problem because I inhaled all that dust later. But I just kind of brushed it against it really briefly, and it did a hell of a work. Step 1, make gacha game. Step 2, put hot guys in it. Step 3, tell Sun. It's so easy. It's so simple. That's all you have to do. Listen, New Carnival recently had an event that was a 30-day long story event, which is like twice as long as their normal events run for, right? And I think, oh, that's great. I'll have more time to play it because I'm pretty busy, like this past month, this or upcoming month. I'm gonna be pretty busy, so I'll have more time. Like, I was wrong. I needed all 30 of those days to do this event. It's a bit hard to explain, but there's like I had to queue up things to collect to then unlock paths on a game board to finish the story. I made it by like the last day I finished the entire story. I would have been so sad if I didn't finish it because they archive the story. If you do the story, they archive it so you can read it later. If I don't finish that story, it's gonna be a year before I see that story again. I would have been so sad. I haven't missed a single event. There was one event I accidentally didn't 100% because I didn't realize like there were side stories to unlock. But I basically haven't missed an event in 2 years since this game's release. That's how much I love this game. And they hold events one after the other. There's never not an event, which is tough because that also means I can't save up for anything ever. So is it normal to end stream and immediately want to stream more? Oh yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you have to end stream just because you're tired or like you have other things to do, but there are people that just stream whenever they feel like it. There are people that stream like 3 times a day. That's fine. Like instead of going on break, they just end stream and then start stream again. It's more like if you're more interested in like archival process. Are the wind sound effects in the song or did I leave the game? It's in the song. The video I'm watching has sound like wind sounds over the music. I didn't notice until you pointed that out. Good, I'm not going crazy. I hope you guys are doing good, taking care of yourselves, thinking about cowboys. I don't know enough about cowboys. I can't say that I'm someone proficient in cowboy. But I know it's a very popular aesthetic in video games to have like, oh, the horse area, cowboys, cows, farming in general. I feel like farming is very common in video games, if not like for the desert environment. So the cowboy is inevitable. I was playing Star Rail, the new content for 2.0 came out, and I think I blitzed through it, and I understand some of my Genshin friends playing more now, I guess. Genshin playing friends more. Yeah, like, some of the story, it's hard to catch up. is the thing. When you are on top of the game, it's so easy to be like, okay, I'm done. The second that you go, I'll save it for next week, it then becomes a game of catch up. It just sort of like exponentially goes and goes on, which is the problem. I'm behind on Genshin. I haven't played Genshin in a while. I log in once in a while, like every few months, to be like, oh, like collect my returners gifts and then try for the character, because I feel like there's like sort of like a returner's pity sometimes where they're like, you got the 5-star, keep playing then to like, you know, level them up. They can't get me with that. I just stopped playing. But like Petra hasn't played Genshin in a long time because she is locked behind Inazuma, which is like a region you can only access it through story, and you can really only leave it through story too. But like I'm well a full region behind. I still have to do Sumeru. But I did walk myself over to Fontaine and maybe mapped all of Fontaine because I like the characters that they released during Fontaine. People do be loving that farming. Listen, Harvest Moon was one of my favorite games as a kid. I'm also gonna like zoom in on this guy just so he becomes my thumbnail. There is one character that I want that's coming out for Honkai. I feel like we could design our own gacha game. I love the wonderful. Is that the one that I liked? Is that the one that was like on the GameCube originally, and it had like the really round cows? All of the Harvest Moon games have the round cows. This was the one where you could choose like pointy dog or round dog. I loved It's a Wonderful Life. When I was a kid, I didn't know how to play it for shit. But I learned later, and that's when I learned that I could play GameCube games on my Wii, and then I started playing it good on my Wii. Because for some reason, when I played it on my GameCube, there was an issue with the save file. So every time I played it, like if I ended the game, like if I was like, okay, sleep and then play it next time, it just never saved it. So I only played like the first few days every time I played Harvest Moon. Like I didn't understand the game. I was like, what's so great about this? Wonderful Life was one of the two Harvest Moons with the GameCube. Other was Magical Melody. Definitely It's a Wonderful Life then. I never got to the point where I could marry and have kids. Who did I like in that one? Who was I like, ooh, this is the character I'm gonna marry? Because there's only girls, right? Because you only play as a male character, I think. Howdy everyone. Hi, Wislock. Also, Princeps. Thank you for the confetti. And thank you guys so much for your firsts. Let's see. Meta claimed the first of the stream. But Wislock, thank you so much for giving me your first. Let's see. It's a Wonderful Life. Harvest Moon, like marriage candidates. Howdy, son. How are you, cutie? I'm doing good. I was gonna work on things, but now I'm just thinking about cowboys, and now we're looking up Harvest Moon characters. So there's three characters that you could marry in It's a Wonderful Life. Celia, who's the sort of like homey kind of girl. Muffy, who's like the sort of like stuck up tsundere, almost like she's a little bit too good for you type girl. And then Nami, who's like the tomboy. Which I guess, according to this guide, is like also their difficulty of romance. They made Another Wonderful Life, where you play as a woman with male love interests, and they make you remake where you can choose your gender and marry whoever you want, regardless of. I saw that, yeah. I think I played under other farm type sim games. I don't remember ever finishing them. I remember playing a Story of Seasons on the DS. And I got real sad. Is it spoilers if I say what happens in like the first season of Story of Seasons, which is like typically a month. Each month is like a season. and was the most difficult and objectively the best. I thought that her low poly model was the cutest. I think I probably tried to romance her. I don't know which story of season, but sure. So let me like look it up. If I can't tell by the title, I'll tell you by what the selection of marriage candidates were. I think Story of Seasons Wonderful Life. I think it was Story of Seasons A Wonderful Life. I think that was like one of the first ones. Or just the original Story of Seasons. I can't remember. It came out on the 3DS. Sorry I'm spamming. I know a lot about the Harvest Moon story. No, that's absolutely fine. It's the topic on hand, so it's okay. Yeah, Story of Seasons is like the new franchise. I can't remember. I don't think it had like a subtitle, but maybe it did. I could be wrong. But I think it was before they were announcing like, oh, like now there's like a sequel. I could be wrong. So The Wonderful Life is the remake of Harvest Moon. Maybe it was just the first Story of Seasons then. Anyway, I play the game. In my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna speed run this. I'm gonna befriend everyone. You come from the city, and this sweet old lady, the sweet grandma, takes you in, and you live on her farm, and like you help her take care of the farm and plant seeds and stuff like that, and you get to know the town. Grandma dies at the end of the first season. If you do not max out your friendship with grandma before the season ends, you will never get the achievement of basically of maxing out her friendship, and her grave is on the farm for the rest of the game. Every time I want to go by the river, I have to pass by Grandma's gray tombstone. And I was like, I don't want to see this thing every time I want to go fishing or I had to go into town. Hello? I am cowboy. Where's horse? Oh no, we're not riding horses. We're saving the horses by riding cowboys. It's more economical. But that was it. And then I got over it because I found out who I wanted to romance in the game. But he wouldn't come into the game until another season passed. So I min-maxed, and I basically grinded the materials for his maximum affection gift. So that I had like 20 in my pocket. By the first day he arrived in town, I was like, I already maxed out his like levels of relationship, and then I stopped playing it. Makes sense. Good string trading for the Cowboys. Hop on, son. I'll piggyback you. Yay! Woo! Let me find out which story season it was, because I clearly remember who my marriage candidate was. Story of Seasons marriage candidates. That's the Wonderful Life one. It wasn't that. I don't Story of Seasons. It was a different one. Bachelor, and Bachelorette Guide? It was not these. It was not whatever POOT is. I don't recognize these characters. Where's my foreign tradesman who really likes yogurt? Friends of Mineral Town? The answer's no. Because there was also like a really fancy looking guy. Olive Town? Oh, Pioneers of Olive Town was POOT. Okay, I'll bite. What does a cowboy have to do with my computer exhaust? He doesn't. These are two separate messages. You're falling for my propaganda of cowboys and also cleaning your computer. It was there's just been a lot of cowboys in media lately in games, and also have you cleaned your PC fans, because that's what I did like an hour or two before stream, which also might be the reason why I'm so stuffed up right now, because of all the dust in the air, and I should have taken better care to you know, not dust my filter next in my chair. That's fine. Story seasons. Why can't I find the guide for the base Story of Seasons game? It's only showing me... Yeah, that's fine. It's just giving me all the sequels. What happened to the first Story of Seasons? Is this it? Oh, there he is! It is the first, like, Story of Seasons. Available bachelors. Fritz, Camille, Klaus, Mistel, Nadi, and Rhaegar. Nadi. That's definitely who it was. Gift preferences. Oh, he liked this, like, grass juice. Which is fine. Anyway. Story of Seasons. I can now just look him up. And then you'll go, oh, clearly Sun likes this character. When did this game come out? First. It did not come out in 1996. I promise you that. Okay, like 2014, 2015-ish. Which entry are we discussing now? I found the character that I liked when I was but a youngin'. Here's like a picture of all of them. Alright, if I show you this. Oh, here's a selection of them. Which one would you point at and say, this is the one that Sun liked? And you're not allowed to call out why unless I ask. Sun likes hot, muscular cowboys. Listen, there's nothing wrong with them. Okay, Sun, another 14 players. If you could mix a body type and race, what would you choose? Like, for example, male if you're with an all-raw male look. I've always liked to consider, I'm sorry, the music threw me off for a second. Like, what would... Logistically aside from how probable it is, I love considering, like, oh, like, if a Lalafell and a not a Hrothgar, a Lalafell and a Elizin had a kid, would it just be average sheer height? Like, that kind of thing? I haven't thought about, like, mixing the body types too much, though, yet. Fourth. I want to say 2 or 4. Second to the left or the far right one? Second to the... So you guys are picking... You guys are picking, this one? Far right? 2 or 4? These your selections? I feel like not all these characters are in the same age range. Oh, they're not. I can guarantee you they're not. Wrong. It's this one. my handsome foreign tradesman when I was, God, how old was I when this game came out? Like 18? No, that sounds right. I think I played this when I was in college. Damn, we lost. Quick, reload! Really? Yeah. I bet I would have gotten it right if I knew their personalities. I didn't know their personalities. I picked it purely based on... I looked at the list of marriage candidates by appearance, and I said, I'm gonna marry this one. What game is this? Story of Seasons. It's like a Harvest... It's the Harvest Moon sequel, essentially. Spiritually. Essentially. Also, created Hammock. Thank you so much for coming by to chill. I can't believe the GameCube came out in 2001. It is an older console than it feels like. It feels like it's much... It feels like it should have come out in, like, the 2010s. But that was when the Wii came out. I think. I don't know. But yeah, not this guy, this one, my favorite one. He was sort of like the pseudo tsundere type, where he's kind of like I don't have the time to take care of you, but he does secretly take care of you. Son, hi Steez. Hi. Steez, have you cleaned out your PC fans today? This is an important question. I'm sure you take good care of your PC, but I gotta ask. I gotta make sure. You know? Zooming into nothing in particular. I clean my intakes, yeah. Good. Good, good. Listen, I'm only asking because I did it and I thought, oh, I don't make it regular to think about when I do that. Anyway, what were some things that we could take care of today? Oh, I still want to do ASMR videos. I thought about doing them as streams, but I wouldn't know when to do them as streams because I just don't plan these kind of things out very well. Um, but I do have. Seeing as how dust is mostly dead skin and other particulate, could a necromancer create a dust construct? I suppose. I guess it would just be like, what stops, what stops, mages from making sand constructs? Like, is it easy to keep together? Does it take more effort to put together smaller pieces than, say, like 2 rocks? Also, son, wanted to let you know. What's up? Could a necromancer then, like, make a construct out of hair? Is that possible? You're an amazing artist regardless of what your brain gremlins say. Wow. Unfortunately, my brain gremlins tell me at all times that I'm a great artist. I suffer from that hubris daily. My brain gremlins tell me I need to be rich and famous or find a very wealthy billionaire sugar daddy. That's what my that's what my brain gremlins tell me. Hair atronach noch. That's it sounds horrifying, but I feel like the potential is there, Like what is a necromancer unable to control? Is it just bones? Why can't it be Yeah, like why can't it be like hair, an eyelash? Just need a rich person. My New Year's resolution is to find a billionaire or a millionaire, I'll take a millionaire too, who is in need of a house pet and is hiring for a house pet. And maybe he has a boyfriend, maybe 2 or 3 boyfriends who also would be willing to take care of a house pet. I'm implying that I'm applying for job of house pet. If you need to hire me as a house pet, I learn tricks fast. I'm not picky with my food. Uh, I get along well with others. Yeah. Um, what else? What else are like good qualifiers? Uh, I won't try to run away. Like I'm an indoor kind of guy. Someone will sit in the corner with their iPad doodling. Yeah, like I'm not, I'm a low maintenance pet. I could be one. Why is son on the counters again? He likes to feel tall. By virtue of inflation, billionaires are just today's billionaires. Never let the billionaires live this down. Wrapped in the cozies of blanket. Yeah. All I need is an iPad, food, and minimum wage. And I will happily play the role of house pet for a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. We aim high up in here, right? So if you, that's what I'll say. Like, if I ever have to like stop streaming for whatever personal reasons, just assume that like a job opening opened up. You know, the job listing was there, and I took the job. All right, and I gotta close all these story of seasons tabs. Also, I'm watching this video in 1080p. I don't need to. I can lower that down a bit. My bandwidth. I forgot what I was doing earlier. Oh, I don't know how I want to do this, but like consider an ASMR video that looks like this, but it's like the full screen. But it's just me typing and not talking or anything like that. It's the POV, your roommate is up at 3 a.m. playing rhythm games, but he's not very good at them. Or POV, ASMR, your friend is running a high-level Final Fantasy XIV dungeon as a DPS. And he's very bad at typing into the party chat. You like it? You like that I'm totally listening to music? There's a scene from Arthur, the cartoon, that looks like that, where they have like wired headphones that are clearly not their ears. Chill beats to play MMOs, read Yaoi too. It won't have beats because I don't make music, but it will just be me typing. Like, oh, you're in the same room as your roommate slash friend, and you're hanging out, but you're not like talking. You're just hanging out. My favorite book. Also, hi Pyro. Actually, though, if Chill beats to read Yaoi too is so funny. Speaking of Yaoi, did I save this somewhere? This is so important to me. Who's familiar with the ye olden yaoi known as Jinjo Romantica? Yeah, also thank you for passing the yaoi. I have to like prep up these images. The only yaoi I'm familiar with is Black Butler. Black Butler is not a yaoi, but the artist has drawn yaoi before. Or Boys Love. I don't think it's yaoi. Was this one? Oh, I can use this probably. I copied instead of pasted. It's yaoi in my heart. I mean, there's definitely elements to it. Definitely not the 13-year-old and the ship of the 1,000-year-old demon. The plot is immaculate, though. I do love the series. I've only learned about yaoi through Sun. It is my lifeblood. So this is Jinjo Romantica. It is a ye olden manga from back in the day. A lot of fans of Boys Love started with this series. That face, it is a classic. It is a classic yaoi, Jinjo Romantica, and this artist in general. The manga's still going. When did this start again? When did Jinjo Romantica? Like, this thing is from the early days of like yaoi hands and yaoi chin, that kind of stuff. It started in 2002. This series is 22 years old, and I say 22 years old because it's still ongoing. It's still going on. The art is still, I think, by the same person. Am I wrong to think that? Wait. I'm trying to read if this is by the same person. Also, Sekaiichi Hatsukoi. That's another. It's a spin-off. I like how it's holding a book of yaoi. Oh, because if I recall the plot of it, he is like a yaoi manga artist or something like that. As an anime, I know, at least it seems familiar. Yes, it does have an anime. Also spin-off, so this art is familiar, but you don't recognize these characters, is because there are other works by this artist. Yeah, so the series is still going on. It's too big. The series is still going on. I think it's by the same artist. Because I saw panels, I'm like, that's still the same art style, but I can tell that it's different. Good lord. Yeah, it's the same artist for sure. Because when I look at the other panels that people have like replied with, it's like you can tell that it's the same art, just like by the details. It's the Simpsons of yaoi. This is a man with a job. He got de-aged. He looks softer. He looks less stereotypically yaoi man, but ooh boy. Uh uncertain vat Vatum. Uncertain, thank you so much for coming by to chill. This is the older series from the 20 plus years ago, and this is the one that's ongoing today. I don't even know when this cover is from. It's also from the era of problematic yaoi, which we just collectively accept. Oh my god, that is a blue whale. Jesus Christ. I think Meta's gonna win the leaderboard. Meta might win the leaderboard and win the prize at the end of the month. I don't know if a lot of things are gonna beat a blue whale. I have to read the series. Old ye olden yaoi. God. This is very important for the Sun lore to know that he very much. Oh, actually, I can tell that this isn't the first one because it just says volume 5, and this is volume 29. Jesus, that's so long for a romance series. Wait, this a lot of yaoi either falls into the category of uh, it's purely like a more serious or edgy tone series, or it is any of the above, but it has comedy in it. And this falls under the it has undertones of other genres of it in it, but it has like a lot of gags throughout. That's also something I miss from older era manga, which is like this could be the most serious, dark, edgy series you could preface, but there are gags in it. There are times when they just kind of break the fourth wall or do something. That's how I feel about like Sayuki. It is so unnecessarily dark and edgy, but also they have an entire arc where they're like, normally this is where we would swap bodies because we bonked heads if this was a gag manga. Yaoi. Wow, I basically passed the hour just talking about cowboys and yaoi. Great, we're making good progress, guys. I'm getting so much work done today. Oh god. I'm so behind on work. Where'd my pen go? I could draw something. It says art. I can draw things. I sketched this before. Where's my lair? I want his chaps to look like leather. Well, I just very briefly want to shade him in. I don't know how to draw certain poses yet. Still. We color those in. If hypothetically I do sketch like maybe spicier things, where would I even post them? Where would I even put them? I do want my DMs. Cuz like I would like to do more study sketches, maybe even just like new drawing just to practice things. But I don't necessarily have a place that I could put them up. I have a Tumblr that I could maybe. Can always make it all Twitter, but that does require me to then make a new email and then manage that Twitter. I also feel like Twitter just isn't currently the place for art, if you know what I mean. Like I mentioned, I posted about this not that long ago. Uh oh god, I just saw the covers for the other series. Which is a 15-year gap. Jeez. The bottom didn't change. The top is so different. My PC fans are immaculate. That's good to hear, Ty. It's good to hear. I just saw there's another character from a different series. Sorry, I have to. This is so important. I don't know. I'm putting it like in this order, but same character, 15-year art difference. It's not the place for art, but it definitely seems the place for not safe for work if you're talking about exposure. It's also really easy to switch between accounts. I guess so. Like, I mean, switching the accounts is fine. It's the fact that I, to start with, have to make a new account by using a separate email and then the youngening. This is a grown ass man with an office job. I think he has a job. I couldn't remember. I can't remember. It's probably now that you guys know how old I am, I probably shouldn't date when I've read certain things. Weird, I aged in reverse. Let's say that the last time I read this series was some years ago. This is what 15 years of gay does to you. it's you know, like carcinization where things slowly turn into crab. It's that, but everything is turning into a twink slowly but surely. The twinkening. There was also a thread that I saw that was like, what do you call this type of character? And the answer was by shonen characters, but every reply on the thread was twink. And then the response to that was, this is Bishonen erasure. Alright. No more doom scrolling on my own Twitter feed on stream. It's okay, so I was 14 when I was sneaking around to read my sister's totally safe for work Naruto Akatsuki dojins. Are we allowed to admit? Like, is it illegal to admit that we were definitely not the legal age to look at not safe for work things? I feel like we definitely can't encourage it. I definitely don't encourage it. I wouldn't risk it, no. It's not illegal, but I don't know Twitch. I guess so. That's true. But let's say I was definitely unage when I came across my first highly problematic uh boys love visual novel that definitely didn't shape my preferences to this day. Oh boy, Shirtless Cowboys in my area? Yeah. I think this is just what the stream is gonna be, which is we talk about yaoi and we look at this picture of a shirtless cowboy that I drew. Problematic and old BL pretty much go hand in hand. Yeah. I'm just kind of desensitized to it. Can I, like, I know that it is not allowed for me to stream. Not, like, clearly, like, not safe for work adult games on Twitch. Can I talk about them? Problematic, you say? That's a story. But problematic, yeah. Like, a lot of old yaoi, even some modern yaoi today, is quite problematic. And I think if you understand that, like, if you go into it understanding that it's problematic and it's not something that should be emulated and is purely, like, romanticized for the story, that's okay. Remember the dude fucks the virtual... The what now? Huh? Pretty sure you could talk about them. My stream is marked as mature and sexual content, so this is probably okay. Anyway, there's this game called, okay, there's this game called Kichiku Megane. I feel like I've talked about it before briefly, but I'm feeling shy about it now. That maybe was a bit too formative in my preference for fictional men. What's wrong? Also, thank you so much for the yaoi. If you could stream every scene in Baldur's Gate 3, if you could stream every scene in Baldur's Gate 3, you can talk about yaoi. Fair. Hey son, tell me the truth. Hey son, tell me truth. What's up? Instantly Google. How many yaoi EEs have you read? What is EE? I had to click it. I haven't seen it before. I have a lot of things that are new. Meta, what do you mean by EE? Or is it like a typo? Also, Zuchi. It's a highly problematic series. But they're... Ooh, now that I think about it, there might be other things that it influenced later on. The Your Son Yaoi arc begins now. It's never stopped. Once I discovered what yaoi was, it hasn't ended. As a joke. How many just yaois have I read? I don't know if I could tell you. I would have to, like... Is there a list of every yaoi ever that I could just check off? I've had friends talk about dramatical murder in front of me. You know... Oh! Disembodied voices, hello! Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Sun, your local fox boy. We're definitely not just talking about yaoi right now. How was Loop Hero? I hope you guys had fun. You're hearing voices. Oh. Oh shit. Yaoi. We're talking about ye old and problematic yaoi. Huge hands? What are we talking about here? Welcome in, Raiders and first-time chatters. My name is Sun, your local fox boy. I drew this shirtless cowboy in over here because it's cowboy season. I love huge hands. They hold my huge whatever. The what's that? Oh, hi, that's me. That's what I look like. Loop Hero was fun. I may be stupid. You know, that's perfectly fine. As a streamer, you're allowed to turn your brain off. It's fine. But I hope you had a good time. Yaoi scholar. Do not recite the words to me. What was that? What's that quote? Like, do not recite those words to me. I was there when they were written. Implies the brain can be turned on. uh, uh, yaoi moment. Junjo Romantica. Feel old yet? The series is still going on. Has the yaoi paddle been brought up yet? No. Not yet. How? This series is 22 years ongoing now. This is volume 5 versus volume 29. Look how young they look. They've un-yaoified them. They've adapted it to the new era. They look so young. I just realized that my fish command is in front of the, of my little alert there. Also, that was such a huge delay. Hello. I was wondering why it was so quiet. Do not recite the words to me. I was there when they were written. I got too excited. Rihanna, hi! How was art? Hello, Raiders. You know what? Fuck you. Un-yaoifies your BLMCs. Are you guys here to be un-yaoified? I'm curious what class in FF is the yaoi one? What does that mean? What does that mean? Froblin raid. Thank you so much for the Froblin raid. Oh, thank you so much for this, the raid? No shot? What's the no shot? I've lost track of what we were doing. Anyway, Raiders, have you cleaned your PC fans? It's very important to check once in a while to make sure that the ports in your PC are not like dusted up. You gotta increase the circulation. You know, clean up those fans. Back to the hubba hubba. Gotta be able to run my yaoi at high speed. Gotta up those graphics cards. Gotta ray trace your yaoi. Not today. You could take your time, but you know, make sure to check once in a while. Wanted to hear your opinion to which class you think reads the most yaoi to get their power. Obviously, the Scholar and Summoner, because they have books. You don't know what's on the other pages. Cleaned in like 3 days ago, actually. Why is it so delayed? Jeez. Cleaned in like 3 days ago, actually. That's good. That's good. Now you don't have to check them for like another 2 years. If I say biannual, does that mean every 2 years or twice a year? Because that's what I tweeted, but I don't remember which one it is. Elzen do have the yaoi proportions. They do. I have seen an uptick lately in shitposts about characters having bad yaoi written about them in universe. Because like surely that happens. Like romance books about real life people or inspired by. Can't really access my PC fans because I can't fucking access them. Just put it in front of a stronger fan to blow out the dust. Ray trace, 4K, 4D yaoi. Put on the virtual headset. Immerse yourself in yaoi. Hi, Sove. Hi. Don't slander the summoner. You don't think there are summoners out there who are, you know how in a textbook you can hide like a comic book in that, but you're hiding yaoi in your summoner book. I promise you that there are just summoners that are reading yaoi in the middle of the battlefield. Biannual is twice a year. Okay. It's all fun and games till the summoner pulls out the yaoi. Hey, yo, the year's by. Congrats on coming out 2024. It's fused to the case. Oh, no. Pineapple! I've never seen that before. Wait. Congrats on your pineapple. The secret's out. Scatter! This ancient grimoire fuels my magic. Some of the summoner class armor looks pretty yaoi. I'll tell you, the Reaper armor looks pretty yaoi because my Viera on my main has like the palest skin I could have given him that wasn't just like, you know, ice blue. And all of the Reaper gear by default, all of like the level gear is black. So anytime there's like a gap in like, say like a cutout in like the sides or the arms or anything like that, they just stick out so much. And the level 89 gear has so many holes in it, which are for no reason. So I love it, but I can't wear it because I'm like, sweetie, you're gonna get cold. Thank you for the yaoi. Got that skin real good. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with chat. Also, hi everyone. Love my bun bun. She's beautiful. My male Vera. Sometimes I think to myself, it would be nice to wear hats, and then sometimes I think to myself, no, I can live without hats. Hi Petra. Hi. Guess who said to Petra, "Oh, you wanna play Final Fantasy? I'll log in later tonight," forgetting it was maintenance. Yesterday until like 5 a.m. I didn't intend to stay up at 5 a.m. I accidentally stayed up at 5 a.m. not reading yaoi. I promise you that. Normally the answer is yes. That I've been abstaining from reading yaoi every night. I wish I was joking. I'm sniffly. Hold on. I caught Petra's sniffles. Okay, that should be fine. Sun doesn't have a yaoi problem. He's quite good at it. I have a yaoi problem. There's a website I check for updates every day. Not everything is good. When they're like uploaded, you'll have a mix of things that like, I shouldn't read this. And then some things that I just get really excited for no reason. I have no reason to get excited over seeing a handsome, pretty boy standing very close to another boy, and the titles like, accidentally fallen first time love is volume 1. When it says one shot and it says the one chapter, I get real sad. I was like, I'll play some Final Fantasy, and then maintenance stopped me. You gotta remember, you gotta keep track of when maintenance is. And it's usually like 9-10 p.m. EST is usually when it takes place. And then it ends at like just a couple hours. But that is like 5 a.m. Stuff with the best writing always have the most bizarre titles too. I've been sometimes they don't get translated, right? Sometimes they're like, they just Romanize the titles from like, here's the Japanese title, we're not gonna tell you what it means. So I'll take it upon myself to like learn and figure out what part is what. There's some cute ones though. Accidentally gay love part 7. You can't keep calling this an accident, bro. I love long titles. That's why I've also loved the trend of like bad ASMR that's been going around lately, because my type of humor is absolutely like, oh, unnecessarily long and hyper specific title. Like, ASMR going on a date, but I keep dropping this metal pipe over and over again down these stairs. I just saw the fry pan one. It's so funny. And I want to do that, but like, instead of overstimulating with audio, it's just silence. That's what this is gonna be. That's what this is. What am I gonna do with this? I don't know. I'll figure it out. This is basically what my desk looks like. I got my monitor, I got my tablet. My pen doesn't go on top of my tablet, but visually I want you to see it. Over here in the corner is Hatsune Miku. I got my book that I'm using as a high riser for my monitor. Honestly, I became a manga artist who makes mangas with hyper-specific titles. As like a story or as an ASMR? Your local gay foxboy reads manga, real audio. Just in silence, I'm just reading yaoi. I would do that, yeah. Cafe ASMR boy, Wolf Boy Barista calmly welcomes you in after hours before spilling boiling hot coffee all over you and giving you third-degree burns and breaking every mug in the cafe. Do it, Zuchi. Do it. Do it. Do it. Remember one of the other goofy pieces playing silent saturated with rare sprinkles of the badge at the bottom? Oh no, that's because of me. If anyone in Goofy does the hours of silence interrupted by blank, that's because of me. I would literally go over to their houses, like someone else's house, and then on their computers just load up like 3 or 4 to 5 different videos that were 1 hour of silence interrupted by bad to the bone, a meme sound, a Minecraft ASMR, that kind of thing. a laugh track. Pikmin, yeah. Pikmin. You've had an impact. Good. The first 4 notes of Megalovania, yeah. Now that I'm thinking about Yaoi, I kind of want to play you guys the opening song for the problematic visual novel I used to like back in the day. I couldn't play it. Like, clearly this thing was never gonna get translated to English, but it was like a YouTube. Tell me if this is familiar to anyone. A YouTube playlist, basically. It wasn't even a playlist back then. It was a YouTube channel that had the entire playthrough of this game broken up into 10-minute segments that were like 32 parts, and I would use the like function to basically bookmark which video I last left up on for which route. Oh my god, was it a chill lo-fi sunbeats on YouTube? we're cleaning out our PCs, Bard. Do it. The 2 types of people are the ones who hear the first 4 notes of Megalovania and laugh, and the ones who have their fight or flight response activate. Listen, there's another type. There's another type that you're missing out. You're missing out the type that have heard Megalovania years before Undertale came out and are already desensitized to the music. I will be sure to run my fans underwater and make sure my CPU get a good toothbrush. Yeah, like give them an oat milk bath. A third secret home known only to the wise. The Earthbound Halloween track, yeah. Either along the lines of the Earthbound Halloween track or Homestuck. This is one well-known visual novel that got a lot of adaptations, but never an English translation. Sadly, I must confess, it's all women characters, but if I showed you one of the dateable characters, I think you would sympathize with me. Probably. Maybe. Anyway, who's ready to listen to old Yaoi? Why do I remember what the title of this thing is? When is the last time I heard this thing? 13 years ago. Don't try to add it up. I definitely totally didn't watch this when it was first uploaded to YouTube. Old Yaoi, that can mean so many things, son. Hear me out. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. I need to find what's like just the short version. I don't need the 5-minute long version. Wait. I don't need the 5-minute long version. Opening. I don't know if you ever say your age on stream, so as far as we know, I've mentioned my stream, my age on stream, but for the sake of plausible deniability, I'm an age, and definitely was the correct age to watch this playthrough of highly problematic yaoi. I'm not okay. I'm not okay because I'm watching the video on the side. It's so crunchy. Oh god. The CGs. Darkness. 480p, my beloved. This video doesn't go any higher than 360p. The highest it goes is 360p. It is square format. It does not fit in this video player. You did call it, absolutely. God, it's so crunchy. The graphic, the CGs, because it's like clearly like it's the opening, so they're gonna have like the montage or the scenes that you could have in it. I put the cowboy music back on. The internet speeds were so bad. This game was so bad. I cannot describe to you how bad this thing was because it had inevitably a lot of old yaoi has a lot of like elements of non-consensual content, like like coercion and stuff like that, among other things. This one also had like murder, not related to the romance part of it. There was like a character that you really drive into despair, and he stabs you. They don't show it though. He holds like the bloody knife, but I don't think they ever show the actual thing. I think the whole thing is censored. Technically, this entire game visually is not explicit. Contextually is real bad. We need to have Sun play yaoi otome games on stream. I can never play this game on stream. I will get banned off of Twitch in a heartbeat. I remember watching videos in 180 360p and thinking like, wow, these visuals are so good. That's why, here's the thing too, like that's why when you play like Flash games and Flash videos at the source, they were so sharp because there was no artifacting. I can tolerate 360p actually. It makes it hard to read during streams, but fine by me. Yeah, it definitely depends. I can do 480, like if I'm watching a friend's stream. Does it go 360? Yeah, it does. This is such a problematic thing. So the context of this game, Kichiku Megane, is really this guy starts his office job. He's so like insecure and just isn't doing so well for himself. His confidence is at zero. A stranger, why do I remember this so in detail? The stranger named Mr. R comes up to him and hands him a pair of glasses and basically tells him like, oh, if you need like some like a bit of help in your life, put on these glasses, it'll help your confidence. Instead, whenever he puts on the glasses, his personality, he develops a split personality of this absolutely terrible sadistic guy. And so the game is either you choose a character's path to go down. You either keep the glasses on, you don't use the glasses, or you kind of use the glasses sometimes when you need it. And that was like the different paths you could do. If you don't use the glasses and get a bad ending, you do, like Mr. R does come to take you and also like put you in his harem or something like that. The context of this game, Japanese, I can't even begin to visualize for spelling. But they were characters that were clearly, you were meant to romance without the glasses, as in you were the bottom character, or you romance them with the glasses, meaning that you were the top character. There was definitely um also a path where you don't choose any character and instead the split personality romanced the main character, and there was like sort of a self-cess sort of thing. It's such a cool mechanic. Like, the idea of it was very cool, and the back in the 2000s, this is what split personality is kind of way, which I'm not gonna lie, I am a fan of. I was a very big fan of that type of character. Um, so there may have you rejected my gifts. Your butthole's mine now, Mr. R. I mean, there was like a bunch of also like bonus art that I might be confusing for what was in the game. It could be your uke or your seme. Why'd you spell it like that? We don't call them those anymore. Zuzu! Howdy. Hi, Zuzu. Like, you thought you're being a good egg. Because of angle. I'm trying to remember what else. So I'm realizing that there was a character from this game that may have affected my taste more than I thought, because I thought about it once before, but now that I'm thinking about it now, there's more elements of characters that I like these days that may have stemmed from this game's character. How you doing, buddy? I'm agonizing over Yaoi that I definitely didn't read or watch. Played Yaoi Let's Play that I definitely should not have watched when I did. What do we call them now? Dom and sub? There's a couple, but I think the more recent, I don't know which was more recent. Is Neko and Tachi. Link, in good consciousness, I don't even know. Like I said before, I mentioned this before, but I watched this playthrough of this Yaoi maybe like 14 years ago across like a 80-part video series that were like 10 minutes each segment. I've never heard of that. So it was Neko and Tachi. Neko being the bottom and then Tachi being the top. I think that's typically like the more modern slang these days. That was a fucking saga. I don't think I even finished. Oh god, the alert delays. I don't know how to fix that. I didn't even watch every single ending because I didn't like the twink characters. I'm not like huge into like the Bara types either, even though I did read their stories because it was very angsty. You let a man's bird go because he was. Ooh, there was a lot to that story. There was your coworker who was really lonely and depressed because he was a widower. That's what it's called, right? When the wife dies. And so you comfort him, but also if you were wearing the glasses, you were really mean to him. And he has like this pet bird that he really loved, and you let the bird go. Because you teach him if you love something, you let it go. And you do the same thing to him later. And does he come back? I don't remember. But my favorite character was the boss. The really stuck-up, mean, like, haughty boss. Well, that's fucked. It was this boss character who, if you played without the glasses, meaning you were like this very submissive personality, non-stop he just harassed you and like put all the work on you and like never approved of your handiwork. But if you played as the glasses type during his routes, let's say it ends up in a really depraved SM type scenario, a bit of Stockholm syndrome, which I will not confirm or deny as a preference. But it was the office worker aesthetic. there's my TikTok feed. Let's say my TikTok feed really knows what I like. Let's say that's an option we got. Anyway, if you'll notice in these conversations, I'll have the confidence to talk about the things that I like, and then I immediately come off of that high and go, well, now what? But you could tell that I like yaoi very much, and I have way too much me stealing Sun's phone. What are you stealing my phone for? You'll find nothing but... Actually, you won't see anything. The mobile version of Chrome now has this thing where if you have an inactive tab for like more than a couple weeks, it puts it aside. So I no longer have like 100 tabs of yaoi just open on my phone. It's all archived. Finding preferences according to TikTok. I wish there was an easy way for me to show TikToks on stream that wasn't just me signing into TikTok.com and showing you guys. Because there's one... I'm definitely watching him for research and, you know, reference. You know, art reference is very good. But I follow a lot of dance TikToks, like a lot of people who do like dance moves, dance practice. But there might be one who he wears like a suit and dress shoes, and he does the splits that I very much enjoy watching. When you unlock Sun's phone and enter the dark archive of forbidden knowledge, his hidden tabs. I don't even know what's in there at this point. It's not all yaoi. I'm exaggerating. Some of it's like recipes for cooking, and then some of it is like light novels. URL browser for TikTok that hooks up to your phone. Whatever you plays on your phone gets sent out to OBS. I used to do this thing where I would like screencast my phone to a TV, and then everyone would just have to watch my TikToks as I scroll through them. I'll be so sad if TikTok goes away, because what am I gonna do with all my bookmarks? I use the bookmarks for my recommended later reading, which may have led me into like Spanish yaoi TikTok, because a lot of times like webtoons and like web novels will get translated to other languages first out of their original language and then to English. So sometimes those get translated first. Yo, who the fuck has the aux cable? What if we make our own yaoi one day? How would I even do that? Just bad though. Like I just draw it like really bad. You're gonna find a bomb-ass recipe for Spanish rice, or take 1d100 sanity damage. I mean, I can't guarantee that's not gonna be the case. Sharp chin, 6 foot long arms. Listen, it's either the yaoi hands or the clamp legs. Your favorite mask VTuber permission and write the shittiest yaoi comic possible? Like, wait, what do you mean favorite mask VTuber permission? You mean like I make like fanfic, like a doujin of them? So Bard. Or anyone who wants me to draw a bad yaoi of them. I can do that right now. Where's my mouse? Do I remember what Bar looks like off the top of my head? This is a very important question. I'm already stuck at the horns. We have Bard at home. Bard at home. And you wrote the sweetest beans, and I give you full set permission to do whatever you want. I'm always so grateful whenever people say like, oh yeah, son, like I'll trust you with whatever plans you have to draw me with. Like I'm okay with that. That's fine. And then I just do like I don't know. You never know what I could be up to. Oh, that's bad. I'm also like watching on my OBS screen while I'm drawing for some reason. Not sharp enough. I really gotta emulate Sun and Candy get the full permanency. What if I just show up one day and then I'm like, hey, I just drew like a 10-page yaoi about you. This is like some old school anime thing, because like the Fujo like gag is an old trope. Like actually, like the character who would instantly ship like the two boys as soon as they held hands in the same room or something. Imagine getting admin rights to someone so see. I mean, that's basically what it's like, right? I think. Oh god, is that what your earrings look like? Don't answer that question. This is actually the top of your head. Yeah, I gotta put the neck like here. What do your clothes look like? You have like the top. And I won't draw your jacket. Totally because I don't remember what it looks like. But because we gotta show off your big yaoi shoulders. Your overly muscled shoulders, yeah. That's probably what it looks like, right? I don't know how short it is. I don't remember what a lot of my friends look like on the lower half because most of my friends only stream, waist up anyway. So I feel like I'm excused. Yaoi Bard. That's a bad smiley face. There we go. Ultimate game with all of us, but every route ends poorly. Sun tells the protag he's more into guys. I cry all the time until I get my truck. Bard calls the protag an idiot and leaves her in the rain. My undershirt gets swapped to a crop top for the 7-pack. The 7-pack. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, yaoi hands. Some might be people might be into that. Yeah. The forbidden 7th peck. And then I'm gonna combine this. I can't say what I'm about to say. Say it, coward. If I say clamp legs, does this resonate with anyone? Or am I making like a reference that's like outdated at this point? Some people might be into me insulting them and leaving them wet. I'm done for the day. I'm drinking my Fanta now. Go drink your Fanta. Bar, do you have a tail or did I make that up? You do have a tail. And the hooves. You do have hooves. Listen, I just have this secret agenda to draw all my friends with animal features. So, like, sometimes I'm just not sure if I've made up in my head that, like, a friend has like, hooves or a tail or something, you know? I just have to, like... Sometimes I just have to second-guess myself there. Make the tail as muscular as the upper body? You got it. You got it, Chief. This is a very interesting redesign. This is your yaoi Sona. What yaoi route are you gonna take? Just draw him with a smaller second clamp set of clamp legs in place of the hooves. Oh god. Yaoi Bard. Yaoi Sona commissions coming soon. Hope they copy paste the muscular hope they just copy paste the muscular top as the oh. You meant like with the abs. I just drew another arm basically. That looks fine, probably. That's what Bard looks like. But you can tell because, you know, like, streamers only stream for, like, the top half. So you just don't know. For permission to get a cut out of this and make it my profile picture on Twitter? Sure. Make sure to turn it up real high to 1080p. Take a screenshot. Bard never uses his legs. You don't know. We don't know. We never see that. Back to Cowboy. Thank you. God. Assure your dominance is the prime homosexual. Change your profile picture to Yaoi Sona. Are you really um I'm trying to think of like a are you really a blank if your profile picture isn't a Yaoi Sona of yourself and uploaded? God. I'm curious what an asexual would look like in a yaoi manga. Oh, that exists. Give or take. There's a manga series, a couple manga series of like I was isekai'd into a BL world and I'm avoiding every flag. That kind of thing. It does. It's so funny. They're usually more comedy oriented. But there's one, at least one that I've read where like the main character's clearly avoiding every flag of like I know exactly how this story goes and I'm gonna avoid this and that. Triple backflipping over your route, yeah. being ace doesn't necessarily come up in a yaoi series that often, but also because the premise of a yaoi series is that the main character finds romance of some kind to begin with. I was hoping for one dude trying to hard romance the ace. I guess that would be the main character is interested, and then the side character would be ace. But I don't think we would have one with like an ace protagonist normally. Because that'd be like having a romance novel where the main character is ace. It kind of defeats the point of the genre. But there's a lot of like headcanon characters, the ones that are like very explicitly not interested in romance, but not explicitly labeled as ace necessarily. Because I guess it does close off the option of like, oh, like maybe later on we do want to give them a sort of option, but we've labeled them as this or that. No, ace, not arrow. I guess there are non-arrow ace people. That's true. I guess I am thinking uh yaoi being the purely adult genre, and then BL being the romance. Time to get dinner. See y'all later. Have a good dinner. Thank you so much for coming by. TBH, I think there is a way to do it to make a really funny satire of the whole genre. There's definitely one-shots. They don't really last long unless it's like an ongoing gag type of series. Points at myself. Also, just because ace doesn't mean no fun, of course. Arrow Yaoi Ace BL. Listen, you write the stories that you want to see in the world. How do you yaoify a mimic is something... How do you yaoify a mimic? You want me to answer that? I guess it kind of depends on what you consider to be a mimic. What is your world building around those to begin with? It's doable. I've seen them. They're out there. Mimics and yaoi. There's a couple series that I haven't caught up on in a while. Pretty sure that would just be the Tumblr post about the mimic with beefy arms that just punches you. Click Pyro's name? What? That kind of mimic? It's an object, like a treasure chest kind of mimic, right? Because sometimes mimics can be like other objects too, right? Like it could be like fake doors, it could be other objects. Anything's doable. If you can make it a gajinka, you can make it into yaoi. I feel like that's the direction we have to take here, right? If you can design it to be a gajinka, if you can give it a human form, you could turn it into yaoi. There's literally internet browser yaoi. Like, we've personified the internet browsers and made them flirt. A mimic can be anything. Yaoi is everywhere. You just gotta look for it. Within reason, of course. I haven't gotten anything done today. But you know, I wasn't not expecting that. Chuck Tinkle is technically a yaoi writer. I will say, there is a sort of... I don't know if the word is stigma is the correct one, but a sort of like negative connotation around like words like fujo, like fudanshi, fujoshi, yaoi, and that kind of stuff. There's sort of like a negative light painted on those these days. Well, I don't know about these days. The last time I checked, that's what I remember that being the case. But I saw a video recently that was like the Fujos are tired of hiding in the shadows, and I shall lead them. And we call that being a fucking prude. It's more rooted in somewhat discriminatory a light, where there's discourse, there's like a certain author who's like, my writing's better than yaoi, because all yaoi is like very like fetish and like explicit things, and my writing is way better. It's just gay romance about two boy fellas, and so I don't read anything by that author. But that's why I don't talk about it too often, at least not in posts. But these days, unbothered, I want to talk about yaoi. I understand that there's problematic parts of it. I understand perfectly. If anyone understands the problematic side of anime and manga, it's me. It's my problem now. I have so many tabs open right now. Close this. Get this out of my sight. Get this yaoi out of my... get this away from me. Twitter for like half a second. I saw the Bard's new profile picture. I need to... Should I make assets for File Thursday to replace the coffee asset? I can make that real quick. That can be the stream, right? There's a non-zero chance there's an entire butthole lurking one of Sun's tabs as we speak. I can't keep that many tabs up. I mean, you never know. But I usually don't keep anything like that open, just in the case it does get captured, and I'll get banned off of Twitch for a butthole on stream. But there's a non-zero chance. I usually don't look at not safe for work on my computer. I'm far more risky. I don't even keep that many tabs open. But like last time I told you guys like, oh, like my computer crashed. You're like, so many people's immediate question was, how many tabs do you have open? How many tabs do you have open in your browser? I'm like 5 because I'm not a heathen. Getting banned on Twitch for sharing yaoi would be iconic. If I can't get leverage and become famous for that, what's the point? I have 11 windows open, right? 11 windows? I have 2. Maybe 3. I do have 2 windows of roughly 5. I'll have like 3 tops because I have 3 monitors, and I'll split them into 2s. So right now, the way the setup is, I'll even picturize this for you. I'll colorize this for you guys, right? Monitor 1. Monitor 2. Pretend these are like way longer than they look, right? And then my tablet. My tablet right now is fully drawing. It's my drawing screen. Sometimes it's my OBS if I'm not drawing, because then I'll have like my game on my first monitor. Out of sight, out of mind. Sucks. I suffer from that constantly. When does work? When is entertainment? So, when I stream, this is what my setup looks like, right? Currently, that's a drawing. This is OBS. This is chat. Chat is open here. It's also like all of my other like Twitch things and buttons, you know? Like all my control panel. Here's YouTube. Here's YouTube open. And here is Discord. Yeah, that's kind of what Discord looks like. If it's a bookmark, it's out of sight. And that's my later problem. That's a problem for later. If I am... Say I'm just kind of chilling out and working on things. Oh, and with this is a browser, this is a browser. These are my two browser windows. Right? Like, that's two windows open. Sometimes I'll have more tabs on the YouTube end, so that, like, I don't have to watch the YouTube video. That's how I can control the volume and anything like that. But if I need to open up reference or anything, I do it on that window. If I'm doing something casual, this will be a tab. Sometimes like a YouTube video that I'm watching. This will still be Discord. Here's a window, a browser window sometimes that is like a Pinterest. You know, Pinterest, some kind of reference. And then I'll probably be drawing. Or maybe I'll swap YouTube here if I'm playing a game on my main monitor. And I'm in my minis and the painting supplies to the other room. Need desk space. I have 2 desks. My desk setup looks like this right now. Computer. Well, here's my 2 monitors, my 3rd monitor, my keyboard. Me. Second desk. My desktop tower. Junk. This is my doom pile desk. Wow, you're so round. I call it the secretary desk because there's like a wall behind me, right? There's like a wall. So if people want to come in and talk to me, they have to come around. They have to go around and talk to me through the desk. Mine is mostly covered by my piano. Fair. I like being able to see anyone who comes into the room who might need my attention. I don't like having people like sneak up on me kind of thing. What was I talking to you about? What was I explaining my desk setup for? I don't remember. Not even that my desk is small. I'm just too big. I have 2 giant IKEA desks. I need a second desk. Get yourself a second IKEA desk. Same. I also have pets. Pet free. I ain't got any. Desk setup tier list stream? Who am I ranking? I also don't have a sense of what is a good desk or not. Like, I don't efficiently use my desk. Like, if I wanted to, I could use my second desk for working on physical projects, but instead I use it to push aside my other stuff. And then, like, I put my water on my second desk because it's within arm's reach, and I won't accidentally knock into it if I'm playing around on my desk. You're talking about the number of tabs. Why was I talking about the number of tabs, though? Oh, it's when I'm streaming, that's how many windows I have. I was explaining how many windows I have open. So usually I won't have more than 2 or 3 windows, maybe more. But they usually won't be open. It'll be like, oh, I was looking up something, I'll organize these tabs, and then I'll like put them like minimize them until I need them for later. Naughty stuff won't be there. Oh, I don't, very rarely will I look up not safe for work or naughty things on my computer. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's just like a personal thing. If I do, it'll be on my phone. There are some things that I can't do on my phone though, like games. Yeah, games on your phone. Some of them won't play on the phone because they're like Flash or some kind of other system that I have to be on my computer for. Is it an obvious, son? What's obvious? You're ace. I am. I don't know if we missed the entire conversation where I am a very big enjoyer of hardcore hardcore yaoi that I read every night. That's why you don't often do it. I read yaoi every day. But just not on my computer. I do it on my phone. Maybe it's because I feel like my phone won't get a virus if I go into a suspicion website. I think that's the main reason. I'll go on like shady websites if it's on my phone. Because at least back in the day, phones were not as prone to getting computer viruses than, you know, a computer is. I feel like that's still the case, but phones these days are basically computers. I don't know if my phone has a virus. It might. But if I'm gonna have a virus, it's probably gonna be one of the billion shitty games that I have on my phone. Yeah, nowadays phones are computers. I'll read them on my I'll read them on my iPad, on my tablet, if I need the font to be bigger. Wait, refraining from entry. Don't need to hear from the 26th time that my cable management keeps people awake at night. I don't want to think about the fact that I could just accidentally kick my leg too hard and then shut down my entire setup in a second. My phone's more powerful than the first 20 computers I've ever used combined. Yeah, I feel that. Hey kids, Dad's back from work. What are you having for dinner today? Oh, it's yaoi again. Amazing. Hi, Jeff. Jeff, do you clean off your PC fans? They're getting dusty. Or they're getting dusty. You gotta clean them. Hi, Jeff. You know, I was just recently thinking about how, like, oh, I need to find some more engaging things to stream. Because sometimes when I stream games, people aren't as interested in my streams, which is, like, understandable. Like, a lot of people follow me for the art. This is probably the most viewers I've had in a month, and it's because we're just talking about cowboy boobies today. You know, I was cleaning my vacuum yesterday with another vacuum and the thought did occur to maybe pop the tempered glass hood. Gotta keep it spick and span. So maybe I'm thinking I just talk about yaoi more often. And try to, you know, not out myself as a degenerate. Well, I've already outed myself as a degenerate, as that much of a degenerate. And yaoi otome games would be pretty engaging. I don't know if I could stream those. I'm so scared. The fact you started around the time you did helps. I mean, I stream this time every week. People work, after all. I followed Sun because I liked his art, and then he won me over with the insane charisma. Did I riz you up? Did I riz you up with this? Or the Shirtless Cowboys? Sun riz me up so hard. The insane Foxman riz? Well, that is the premise of my species, huh? The nine-tailed fox, like, seducing humans to eat them. But I won't eat you guys, probably. Even though I do call you my good eggs. And I do really like eating eggs. Every time you talk about things you like, you riz me up. I'm amazed Sun doesn't have the riz emote. I don't like the riz emote, I'm not gonna lie. The face kind of scares me. No, Sun, don't eat us. Whatever will we do, Trips? The riz emote is fucking creepy. Like, I don't mind it, but I'm just not a fan. It's funny, like, on the occasion. But I'm just not a huge mewing ass face. The Riz face, the mewing face scares me. Get Riz jump scared. No, no, get those. Yeah, how do I How do we... There we go. All is right in the world. Please tell us that was a ban. No. The Milky what? Did I miss something? Weak. Well, I'm not. I mean, Jeff could, but I want to. I just wanted to do it for the bit because I appreciate my friend Dingy very much, and I don't want to ban him, even as a joke. I did have to ban some people recently in other channels. And to that I say, get fucked! I'm still so sad because I felt really cool in the moment about it, and I fucked it up. You live today. I had a really cool moment. I don't know who was there. It was stinky of them. It was someone being real disrespectful of my cousin, and they came in with a line, like, oh, like, well, that's why you only have this many viewers. And Pedro doesn't care. And so I said, well, yeah, well, how about one less? And I tried to ban them, but I accidentally just deleted their comment instead. Because I don't have to ban them. I don't have to ban people, like, ever, so I don't know what the ban button looks like off the top of my head. One of the Rizzes is Justice. It's a character from Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's right, that's right. Yeah, I know that character. Yeah. Here's the thing. When I look at this one, there's so many features that, like, it doesn't look like the Riz face. Like, I know it's doing the Riz face, but it doesn't have the elements of the Riz face that I don't like. Sarah's serotonin, finishing a project, getting a date first try, banning a shithead, yeah. I come back and Dingus has been silenced. For trying to Riz emote me. Now everybody knows how gorgeous Petra is. Luckily, we get very few and far between people in my chat who I need to do anything with. You guys are very much very respectful, and if I tell someone to fuck off, they usually do, or they quiet up at least. And I help get these screenshots for that emote. And leave the killing to the professionals. In that moment, I was the professional. I had to do it. But we were in the middle of a battle, and I was a little bit too, like, getting to it and trying to get back to the battle. I should have taken more time. We would have been okay. Looking at the cowboy man titties respectfully. Never been told to fuck off. Sometimes it has to be done, and if you haven't been told that, that means you're doing good. Admit I'm too far excited to pull the trigger on shitters. Sometimes I just had to be more committed because I like giving people the benefit of the doubt. We're looking at the cowboy titties disrespectfully. Disrespectfully? Don't do that. You get your titty privileges taken away. There, is that better? I don't know what chaps look like. I didn't look these up. I made these up off the top of my head. Much better. My first stream ever, I had to ban a bot. Got it. Okay, it's fun banning one-off bots. Auto target parameter set to yeah, go for it. That's what they look like. How are they attached? Is it like by the belt? Is it like a second pair of pants? I know they're usually like leather, right? I killed a Mountain Dew bot. No. I I think those kind of things are funny though. But I think it's funnier that people baited the bot in to ban it. This is the assless chaps I heard so much about. Well, you can't see his ass, but it's crotchless. Right? I think it's the second pair. And yeah, leather. Ah. I think I need a visual example. I think I need a visual. I'm a visual learner. I think I need a good example of assless chaps. If someone's willing to volunteer. I made the comment, Bart, if you were a bit more patient and didn't ban so many people, you could be partner by now. I wanna go for partner, but also I do not stream enough to warrant a partner push, I feel. I might try something not in April, but like, is July too late? Would it be too late to do something around my birthday? I don't know. I want to do something not too late, like May. Maybe May. My bony ass putting on thongs. Jeff, why do I imagine you as the picture of like the guy and like he's wearing a suit but there's a mirror behind him and clearly the mirror shows that there's no back half of the suit? Oh my god, happy birthday! Well, it's not my birthday yet, but April is my debut anniversary. And we're gonna have also my 2K followers celebration then, too. What are we doing? I don't know yet. Also, wait, maybe that's what we should have talked about today. What do you guys want to do for 2K? That's what I call redirect all power to front shield. You know which day? Like, maybe like the first weekend or so? It doesn't have to be an exact day. Like, I can pick something later, but like sometime in April. Draw 2,000 circles for all 2,000 followers. I have had to do that before, and I would rather perish, I think. Were you thinking of doing the 60-40 push before a partner push? I tried. It's a little confusing to explain to people that like gift subs don't count and only personal subs count. If I got 16 people to do tier 3 subs for 3 months, that would count. But I can't possibly ask that of people, and that's like too much to ask, I feel. That's too much commitment. 2K Tuesday 40K game? I feel like I'm putting too much effort into the aesthetic of it, so it might be like 2 or 3 streams. Like a mini streamathon. I think a plusathon like Moon would be the best way to do it, but it's really hard to do with most jobs. I don't have a job. I would like to do a plusathon, but I just don't have the audience for it, I feel like. I think it'd be very fun. But I just don't think I have the audience to do it. That's actually, so the See Sun's 2007 art goal was sort of like originally that. That was originally the incentive for the first month of Plus push. But it was a little bit hard to explain, and people were gifting regardless, which doesn't count toward it, but I don't have a way of tracking that. If I'm not a partner, I don't have a way to track plus points. So I was like, oh, forget it. I'll just make a normal goal. Make a yaoi. Do you want to have a 2K a 2K? Okay, I said 2K, but I forgot to mention that it's Y2K themed. So we're gonna have a party that's Y2K themed with like old Windows web core. You can view the analytics, but yeah, I would have to manually calculate it at the end of the day, each day. So, like, I wouldn't be able to have, like, a goal bar that keeps track. I would have to, like, check each individual day in the analytics. It doesn't even tell me the total. Son plays Y2K. Is that a game? Jinko, as far as my eyes don't want to see. You just gotta sort it by month? You wearing the pants, glasses, skateboard? I have plans. I got plans. You sort each month, each bar has a plus points counter. Okay. Even then, that's like a little... I would have to track how much is actually going in, you know? My follower count in like when my little like congratulations you won follower thing comes up, like that's not correct because the follower count doesn't reset correctly. Also, when people unfollow, it doesn't fully update. It's 51 plus points, new subs, or subs you just normal subs. This isn't plus points. It might be plus points, but this is a month's worth of subs anyway. So like it would reset. It would have reset. Because this is like actually it's like been a month and a half since I put up this goal. I'm halfway there, but it would have reset partway. Hold on, I gotta look into something. I think I do want to have a stream where, like, I like making things with you guys. I love making our dumb detective game. I like making ideas with you guys. I think I would like to make a yaoi. But also, I don't like drawing poses. That's actually the only reason I don't draw, not safe for work, because I don't want to draw, like, poses. I don't want to draw bodies interacting. Anatomy's hard. I can draw one guy enough. I have to draw two people in like some funky in some funky poses. Like, I know this is not correct. It sure fucking is. If I had to draw two characters kissing, that means I had to draw two people in face profile. And that's no good. And if I don't want to draw them in profile, that means I have to draw one character in, like, turned around beyond 3/4 view, you know? I know, like, a really quick way to draw two people kissing, though. Easy. You draw a heart. You draw a heart. And that's a person kissing another person. There. That's how you that's how you draw yaoi. I just really want this to be the thumbnail of the entire video, which I'm sure it has already. I need more excuses. I have like everything set up so that I could stream on, like, say Picardo, so that I could stream like nude studies, like body studies, anatomy, that kind of stuff more properly. Maybe being more unhinged. I don't want to stream on that as Sun, though. Just for, like, the sake of having context of, like, oh, like, an context screenshot. Someone takes a screenshot of the other stream and then reports me to Twitch or something, you know? I could have streamed that on Twitch if they hadn't messed it up so bad. I wanted to. I was almost... To be honest, I almost streamed that day, like, a anatomy study. I still have the sketches that I almost did, and then everyone messed it up. So I go, you know, I'm not gonna say everyone messed it up. That's, like, such a blanket statement. No, but there's some people who really pushed it and caused everyone else to feel the collateral of it. I want to draw naked guys. We can just have a Picardo day. This to just fall to horrible execution. I feel like the execution was okay. It wasn't the best, but it was definitely at a time where there were people ready to just take whatever and run. I think that was just sort of like the, if they did it subtly, if they didn't like make a huge show of it or anything like that during the time that it did, I feel like it would have gone under the radar. People would have used it, and then maybe it would have gradually gotten worse. Nobody allows nudity on the platform without requiring a show nudity toggle. I feel like the issue is also their mobile app is horribly underdeveloped, if that makes sense. Echoes, what are we talking about? Why is it man titties? I want to draw more. Here's the thing. I can draw man titties on Twitch. That's fine. It's the fact that if I wanted to imply that he wasn't wearing pants, that's when it becomes a little more risky. And I've never had an issue drawing man titties on Twitch. I feel like the male presenting nipple, at least to my benefit, has never presented an issue. But if I wanted to imply something more, I need to find a different platform, and that's Picardo. Righteous Whirl 6. Oh. Thank you so much for the follow. Wow. I can get a promotion of my channel? Amazing. Excellent. Wow. Flexible and convenient. Thank you so much, Jeff. Such a shame. But I can do everything myself. That's actually what today was gonna be, but then I finished it before stream. I was gonna work on, like, some promo stuff. No, you can't get the promotion anymore. No! But how will I purchase followers? Can I pay you guys to follow me on my other account? I don't even have anything set up. I don't know how Picardo works. I don't watch people on Picardo, so I don't know how the streaming works or what it looks like. Remember, you can't get a lot with Twitch. I know a guy constantly draws dudes wearing a cancel. Draw dudes only wearing boxers with very noticeable features. Some people fly under the radar way better. And we're features. The nip features. Hi, Manny. You like cowboy? Are you ready for cowboy season? Like, I got nervous just drawing, like, the crotch of his pants. Like, there's nothing going on there, but I felt nervous drawing that. But like, can I show this on Twitch? No, Manny, that's not what I'm talking about. Can I DM a screenshot from his streams to explain it? Don't take this from me. We can talk about nips. But I wanna stream on Picardo for that kind of stuff. I've made accounts on other sites just for the sake of, like, is this an option? It's not. It's not an option. But now I just have accounts there. But I might have a Picardo. I don't remember how it's spelled, but it's Picardo is pretty good for that art. I just need to learn how it works. I need to do some test streams, see how it works. Maybe come up with like a little PNG tuber to stream on that as, because I don't want to use the same layout and confuse people. If like someone takes an out of context screenshot and be like, this is what Sun did on his stream, and then I get banned off of Twitch. So I wanna come up with a little alternate persona, even if it's like the same thing but slightly altered. So I'll figure it out. We have flesh tubers streaming naked with censor bar. The censor bars are not allowed. You're not allowed to imply things anymore. Those are banned, or at least as far as I would remember that being. But I don't know enough about it to talk too much in depth about it. I haven't touched it in a while, but I think my username on Picardo is totally not Sun. If you guys want to follow me there, at totally not Sun, that's what's going on. Oh, that's right. I was also going to talk about me wanting to promote my other social medias, or at least redirect from my other social medias, because I feel like I don't use them enough. I forget that I have like a Tumblr and a Blue Sky and other things. Model's just a log with paper ears stapled onto it. Do I like make myself this model, but I have like the Mega Milk shirt, even though I'm clearly just very flat. Some ninja shit. Something. It could be an entirely different character too. I have no qualms with designing a new character specifically for this sort of thing. I've tried to do it before. Bet followed. Is it the right account? I don't even have like a picture on the profile. I'll have to figure it out. Um Does exclamation point links take you to my card? Because I have a new card. It should be yourson.card, not... Okay. Is this correct? My son? Okay, there it works. I want to promote this link a lot more because it has a bunch of my socials on it. Also, it took a long time for me to customize this little page because I think it's cute. But yeah, because I feel like as a content creator, I don't promote myself enough because like Twitter, I used to keep pretty strictly for, not strictly, but like primarily for like, oh, promotion and going live. Now I just use it half the time for like, oh, I'm live. Also, like, I thought about this today, which really is what Twitter should be for, like spitting random stuff into the air and maybe someone sees it. But I don't really use it for posting my art anymore, which is what I use Blue Sky for, and sometimes Tumblr if I remember Tumblr exists. But I have to make it more of a habit to be like, okay, post on Blue Sky and Tumblr, and then more people will be able to see it. You know? I don't know, just think about that kind of stuff. Twitter for spitting random stuff into the air so someone who doesn't follow you takes it out of context and villainizes you. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why I tweet things like, I don't know, what have I tweeted this past week? Not even this past week, the past few days. Your biannual reminder, undust your PC fan filters. Me wanting to show off my art, but it is real long gone. Oh yeah, discourse I see in my Twitter feed. So that I'm too nosy, so I like to read the discourse. But then that just puts more discourse on my feed. So to balance it out, I follow more yaoi art accounts. Like, legitimately, that's what I do. And then, for some reason, the feed doesn't tell you, like, oh, like, you're seeing this artist because you follow them, or, like, we're recommending this person to you, that you don't follow them. Because I'll see art, and I go, oh, that's really cool, that's really good art, and then I'm already following them. Hi, my name is Sun. My talents are spending my money on microtransactions. Like that kind of stuff. I think that's fun. But I feel like I need more platforms for a cleaner thing. At this point, we're seeing if we run out of discourse or yaoi first. We'll never run out of yaoi. I have really stupid discourse on my feed right now that I'm like, I want to input on this, but if I reply, then someone's gonna also reply to me, and I'm probably gonna get hated on, and then I'm gonna see more of this stuff on my feed because I replied to this one thing. Like I've had the whole like there should be no wheelchairs in fantasy setting discourse. And I'm like, we have such an easy solution to that. But I don't want to tell them the answer. Because that means I have to interact with that kind of post. I'm following so many yaoi accounts though. But I gotta do a bit of a like this account no longer tweet purge. What am I getting so many notifications? Oh, Bard's profile picture. Ooh. But call it bait. Like some of it's bait. I feel like some of it is bait, like interaction bait. But then there are people that just take it way too seriously. Also, hi, Spadoinky. Son, do you keep sticky notes all over your monitors? Not all over. Like, I have one or two just for, like, I have to remember this thing. Like, reminder of, like, what commissions I have to do. I used to have one for the hotkeys for my VTuber model before I got my Stream Deck. I really need to remember the blues. I have so many social media platforms that I just don't use. I'll maybe remember they exist like once a month. And once some guy with a statue as a profile picture has a take. Listen, I have such an easy solution for that whole discourse. If your answer to why are you disabled, just fix it with magic. Sure, do that. Absolutely. But then you can't have characters with scars and eye patches and cool this or that in your setting either. Because then those could also be fixed. Also, death, just fix that. Your cells are slowly dying and you're aging. No. We fix that with magic. Everyone's immortal now. And everyone can walk and has flawless skin. There. Problem solved. That always bothered me in WoW. Wait, what did? Is it like the scale of like how people heal in video games? Like you could die forever, but if an NPC dies, it's forever. Oh, like you're the exception. I mean, video games will have it as like video games have that logic. Like Final Fantasy 14 also has that too. Like they have an exclamation for like, oh, you have like a certain amount of time that you can do it. Or, like depends on how much damage you could take. One button solution to all this course, but how will I get spicy? I feel like a little bit of stress is healthy. You know? Like a little bit of stress and anxiety, like a little bit's okay. You can't be carefree forever. Imagine if we make a social media site where we have all faces posted as our profile pics. We'll call it Book of Faces or some shit and send tweet. I saw something about it recently. But it reminded me that Facebook was originally for colleges only. Like, it wasn't a social site for just people. It was, like, for people in college to interact with each other and find out what's doing what. Who's doing what. I mean, die as many times. Oh, yeah. I suppose so. I like how Destiny has an in-game lore for this. Yeah, sometimes they have, a good explanation. A wee bit of complete disbelief and rage as a treat. I love... This is so stupid, but I love reading shitty... Not reading, but like having it read to me. Like those kind of videos from Reddit. Where it's like, am I the asshole for doing this really stupid thing? You know, because I love giving people the benefit of the doubt. I love people, like, with hearing the updates and explanations and all that kind of stuff. I love that kind of thing. I love watching Karen videos. I love knowing that in a scenario, I could be the better person. But that's just kind of a part of me that's a little bit vain, you know? Was it only Harvard? I don't know. I wasn't in college back then. I always forget that interacting with shit on the bird side makes it worse. It's a very bad time to be an indigenous and be indigenous on Twitter right now. Oh no. Yeah. Like, the solution is just interact with the things you like, but also sometimes you start reading a thing and then you want to see what the reply takes are, but in order to do that, you're technically interacting with the post. Boomers really do beyond going Facebook saying the most racial stuff for the real full name and face. Oh, they don't care. You must love this shit if you interact with it so much. We're making more like it. Always and forever, yep. That's why sometimes if I read it and I didn't like it, I'll make sure to, like, mute or block the person. Just so the algorithm goes like, oh, so you didn't like that. I try to remember doing that. Or sometimes, if it's not something that you follow, it'll be like, it'll give you the option to say, like, I want to see less of this. You know? Sometimes that's an option. I had a thought, and then I forgot. Every time I forget what I'm saying, I'm just gonna zoom in slowly on his boobs. But yeah. Takes a 20-minute nap. 7 hours later, dehydrate, covered sweat with a stream notification that sun is live. Oh my god, do I feel that? Oh god, the wake up and sweat sleeps. I feel that so hard. Also, hi T-dubs. Let me be like, self-care. I hope you had a good nap. I hope you had a good 7-hour nap. I haven't had a good middle of the day nap in a second. I say a second, but I took one last week. But I feel like that should be more normal. Let's have a siesta. Maybe I'll just have a stream in the middle of the day sometimes. It's just called siesta. It's just like a gif of me sleeping. True sleep is when you wake up in May. I very clearly remember. Don't do this. This is not healthy, by the way. But I remember in college for my final thesis, I stayed up for 68 hours straight. Don't do this. And then afterwards, I slept for like a full day. I have to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, so nap is really just gonna fuck up my shit. Hi, it's 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Why am I sweating? I'm wearing a sheet. But uncle, that's hibernation. You know, bears don't actually fully go into hibernation. They just take a big nap. They're not like fully asleep and never wake up. And the time of day when the clock says 6 and you can't tell if it's AM or PM and freak out that you're late for work, but it's still the same day. I've definitely had times where I'm like, ooh, it's like 3 PM, but I'm a little tired. I'll take a nap before dinner, and it's like dark. They just sort of go semi-conscious and stop pissing. It's weird. They eat dirt and pine cones to plug up the back end. Go to sleep Friday, wake up Sunday evening. I get the FOMO though. But I did sleep for like 24 hours after my thesis. My thesis treat, because like every year I had a finals. My finals treat to myself in college is I would go out shopping. I would buy myself like this little mini cheesecake, like little, not a slice of cheesecake, but like a mini serving of cheesecake, and then a whole package of prosciutto, like a $10 packet of prosciutto, and just eat it all by myself in my room while watching anime. That was my, I finished with finals, time to treat myself, meal. Have you ever seen a bear fresh out of hibernation? Basically sums up the general vibe. Oh yeah, just scrungly, tired, doesn't know where he is. Power nap! Yeah, that feels about right. I'm trying to remember, because I remember this recently, but I once went missing for about 2 days from my friends in college. It was like a weekend we weren't doing anything. I think like finals had finished. And I had just gone missing, basically. I hadn't texted anyone. I basically had my meals in my room because I spent 2 days straight reading all of Bleach. I think it was like Bleach had just published its last chapter, so I reread it from chapter 1, and I finished it in 2 days. And then on the second day, my friends went, hey son, we haven't seen you in a while. You wanna go out to dinner?" And I go, "Yeah, give me like an hour. I'm almost finished." And that's how I finished reading Bleach. Finished my final street was a 12-pack of Slim Jims, 6-pack of Red Bulls that I saved for emergency. You finished up like the emergency supply? If anyone walked through that room, they probably want to see Sun crouching in his computer chair like all. No, it was more like me being on my laptop, but like in the pose of like a 12-year-old writing in her diary. You know, like the hands or elbows on bed, laying down, keeping my little feet in the air on my PC, on my laptop. The very stereotypical sitcom teenage girl writing in her diary pose, like "Dear Diary," and then like the sitcom flashback starts. Feet wiggle too if something cool happened, yeah. Whenever my favorite character showed up, yeah. You showed up back after a supervillain at the end of normal characters after the kidnapping? Also known as Jummy Idol too, yeah. Kicking my feetsies in the air. That about sums it up, I feel like. That about... I can read 60 to 80 chapters overnight. That I know for a fact. In about the span of like 5 or 6 hours, I can read about... It depends on how long they are. But like 60 to 80 manga chapters. Your mom breaking the solitude with peeled fruit and cut plate. Peeled and cut plate. Yeah, like a slice of a tangerine. I mean, but this was in college, so my mom was not there. But I think I had a lizard in my room that snuck in there somehow. I don't remember if it was dead at that point. There was like a lizard that snuck into my room, and I screamed at it. And then I gave up because I couldn't find it, so it was my roommate until I found it like dead in the middle of the hallway. Like a month later, and I got so scared. It was a big lizard. Supposed to clean the fans? Why does everyone say that when they come in? Yes. Or it's gonna catch on fire like your dryer. I came in to leave a lurk and I got jump scared by cowboy titties. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, Astrofel. He's here to help you clean your PC. You want to get jump scared by Yaoi Bard instead? Scared is not the word I would use. When the dust becomes dense enough, it may become conductive. Oh, that's also true. Don't inhale the dust. That's what I did. I inhaled it. Not intentionally. That's just what happened. Also, I realized that my microphone was really far from me this whole time. There, I fixed it. Hi, welcome to the ASMR stream where my microphone doesn't properly track my face because it's currently covering me because I have a giant ass pop filter on it that I never use. Dust sorters. I do not snort the door. Snort. Don't snort dust. Is it Irish music I hear in the background? It's cowboy music. It's video game cowboy music. What are we listening to right now? It is Moo Moo Meadows. Can he help me clean? Can he ranch? Can he lasso my can we cowboy Hey, Step Cowboy, can you help me clean my PC fan? Ooh. Ah, so yes, I mean, technically, I wouldn't be able to confirm or deny. I don't know enough to tell you. You guys want to know what part, for some reason, I'm really happy with on this cowboy? And I'm not gonna zoom in on it. But let's just say there's something on the cowboy where up until now, oops, I've always sketched in as like this, just because in my mind that's what made sense. But drawing like this, it just clicked. Something about it. Definitely adding this to my cleaning list. The Moo Moo Meadow track. What is this one now? Pokemon Snap. Line confidence, let's go! we love line confidence in this house. I can't experiment with my style too much right now because I'm still working on some commissions that I need to be like a little bit consistent. I have a style to finish. I have a style to comply with until it's finished. But once that's done, once I'm done with all my commitments, I can go wild with my art style. Does this apply to my laptop too, the fans thing? Because I may or may not be concerned. Yes, because laptops do have fans and they can get very hot. And especially laptops, depending on what kind of laptops they are, like the ports are just open. They lead directly to the motherboard. You want to hear a laptop horror story? that may bring a word of caution. Like laptops, like they run pretty hot, like you sometimes, at least I found that the laptops that I've used, I can't put in my lap because they just run so hot. I always tell people my PC has a self-heating keyboard. um I once knew someone who didn't exactly keep their dorm the cleanest. And so I was looking closely at their laptop one day. I was just sitting down, and I saw an ant crawl out of the USB port of this computer. And I thought, oh no. Oh no. And this was a running laptop that was already very hot to the touch. Oh, hell yeah. One of my PC had cleaned over several dead crickets in it, and one dying cricket. Was it in winter? No, it was practically summer. Hey yo, that's my buddy Ant Jones. He loves USBs. Son, that was Ant-Man. No, there were multiple. I looked at it at another angle and I saw them coming in and out of the laptop. And then I watched that same friend another day just like put their laptop on their bed. And then I just could not rest easy after that. I did this whenever I use someone else's controller. I have to clean and wipe. I saw another terrible photo recently of one of the clear controllers, like the semi-clear casing controllers that was full of ants. I can't trust technology. Especially not during the warm months. I have to be cautious now. It's getting warm now. Like it's still cold, so I'm still okay for a little while. But as it gets warmer, I'm gonna have to be cautious about bugs getting into my house. Ever got bit by them? Ants? Yeah. Who was that one streamer that had a cockroach literally crawl over his body? What? Ugh. I don't like that. I don't like that imagery. I definitely have had something in my brain change when one night as I was sleeping, I felt an itch on my arm, and I thought it was a hair on my arm. You know, like maybe like a stray hair that like was tickling my arm in the middle of summer. Um, so I was gonna take it off, but something in my head said no, slap it. So I did, and then I kind of rubbed my hand against my arm to like roll up the hair. And it was sticky. There was something real sticky on my arm. Oh, fuck, that sucks. You know that scene from Spirited Away where uh the girl, she steps on that worm thing and her whole body like shudders? That's how I felt. Like I understood in that moment. Just wipe and never look. This was like the middle of the night, so yes, that is what I did. I literally closed my eyes, walked myself to the bathroom, and washed it off, and I'll never know. I'll never know that day what was on my hand. It was just my hair as far as I knew. I'll say that the stickiness did not come off with soap. Like it took 2 days for it to fully go away. Just wipe and never look. Better to never know. I live in plausible deniability at all times. I'm zooming back in because I've forgotten what I was gonna do. Got tough by it. Got tough by a ghost, guys. Maybe it was a ghost bug. Touched. I thought so. Uh, just reaching over the dark and finding Zelda. Finding the Zelda Wellmaster feeling your legs. Luckily for me, my bed does not have a bottom. It doesn't have an underside. You ever wake up, not sure why, and 30 seconds later you hear a buzzing thing into your ear, and you're like, ah, that is what. No, no. Son, that's me. What's up? Do not become Spiders Jones. The speed at which I was gonna type the joke. Huh? Type it. The childhood leap into the bed so you don't have to get near the under part of the bed. My problem is when I was a kid, I liked rolling under my bed is the thing. I really liked, like I had like a small shelf in my closet. I liked crawling in there. See, your bed had no bottom before you corrected it. It was shocking. My bed has no bottom. Tops only. My bed is just two mattresses stacked on top of each other. Which I don't think I change out my sheets enough. I don't think I change them often enough. What? What? Is that so weird? It's like just two mattresses. It's two mattresses that are perfectly a butt height. So I just roll into bed. So is grass psychic or dark type the way the bugs affect him? Is grass weak to bug? I guess that makes sense, but I didn't know that. I'm dark type. I'll take dark type. That sounds both dangerous and awesome. Why is it dangerous? Wait, what's so dangerous about that? Wait, I'm scared now. Why is that dangerous? The top mattress sliding off, I guess? Why would it slide off? A slip and slide. Mattresses have very little friction. What am I doing in the bed that's gonna make it slide off of each other? What are you guys imagining I do in my bed? This is what my bed looks like. It is mattress. Mattress. Me. Night terrors? I don't have night terrors. You don't flying leap at your bed? No. I just told you that my bed is at butt height, so I just roll in. That is an incredibly dangerous question for a streamer. What do I think I do in my bed? In the bed that I live in my parents' house? Yeah. I don't know what I do in my bed. Just day terrors. Just the sleep paralysis demon that pinches my cheeks and closes my curtains. Which I just learned is sleep paralysis. It's only the second time it's ever happened, but after it was the second time, I was like, actually, let me look this up. By the way, the bottom mattress is like a spring, like a spring bed, so it kind of sinks in a little bit in the middle. Just like how you drew sun for context, so we know you don't sleep between the mattresses. Listen, if I really wanted to, I could, but this is a spring mattress. That would be so uncomfortable. I know what I do in bed, which is I go on my phone and I read yaoi. And this is like a foam, this is like a spring mattress. And this is like a foam mattress. And now you know my sleeping setup. And also like my 5 billion pillows. Before sleeping ass jumping on my bed at 20 miles per hour. For disturbingly long periods of time, apparently? Wait. I've immediately forgotten what I said. What is that a response to? Disturbingly long periods of time, apparently? Please tell me you got some plushies. Not on my bed. I have like, not quite a headrest, but like, this is the wall. If this is the wall, there's like a sort of like thing where like I'll put like a water bottle, like my phone has like a little stand thing here. The reading of boy kissing material. Okay, listen. Listen. It's not my fault if a story is so engaging that I just have to know the ending before the sun rises. We're getting a more complete picture. This is right. Yeah, this is exactly what my bed looks like. And then there's like, I don't keep plushies in my room. Like, if I have plushies, they're like in the living room or by my desk. I should show you the ones that I have. I have a plushie from New Carnival. I have a plushie from Final Fantasy 14. I have to shuffle around some of my furniture and I'm fucking dreading it. Just pretend that you've rotated your room 90 degrees. Done. You've moved everything. My bed looks like this my other arm. And then sometimes I'll drop my phone on my face. Me listening to music. I have to block my door with my mask for immersion purpose. Yeah, just print out a cardboard image of your door and move it. Anime's both adored and despised by me, but I just booked it through 7 episodes of Apothecary Diaries after finishing Solo Leveling and finding out the anime had 2 unreleased episodes and a cliffhanger. Is Solo Leveling anime already out? I didn't know that. I like the manga. I like the webtoon. I know that there's some people that really don't like it, but I like it. Episode 10, yeah. I am in I've been watching Free Ren. First of all, I bought the episodes because I'm like, I'm willing to spend like $2 for like the season. I think it's like half the season. It's missing an episode for some reason, and it only goes up to like episode 10. There's way more episodes. I love Free Ren right now. It's great. I think the storytelling's great, amazing. Um, I skipped an episode. I know that Free Ren goes back and forth between flashbacks and the present time, and so I thought that's what was happening. But I was missing an entire episode. The anime is well done, but I think it was done better in manga form. I'm definitely gonna read the manga. I'm definitely someone who loves, and I mentioned this a lot, but I'm someone who prefers manga over anime, just overall. But I just heard really good things about the anime, and also I wanted to watch it while I was working on other things, so I had it on the background. I really like it. I think it's cute. I think there's I feel like I had all thoughts left my head. Sorry. I don't think actually. It's probably because you're an artist with good imagination. I don't think it's even that. I think I just like controlling the pacing myself. Also, I like seeing how the original art looks. That's another thing. Sometimes I just like seeing the original manga art. Sometimes you think, but then he for gore. I feel like that's my biggest debuff as an artist. I think I have hyperphantasia in almost every aspect, which really helps sometimes. But it's nerfed by my shitty memory. I don't have like the photographic memory. So the second I think something happened, my brain will use my hyperphantasia to make up the rest of it. And I'm entirely convinced that that's how it is. The one brain cell can't be awake forever. Oh, it's already running on low. I have this habit where I'm getting ready to stream, and then I think to myself, oh, I have to do all this stuff before I stream. And then I'm already burnt out by the time I want to go stream. But when I talk to you guys, my energy levels go up, but my motivation to work drops. I can admit that all season 1 was meant for animation given the final fight. Ah, I see. I haven't finished the season. I don't know where to watch the rest of the season. Communities, yeah. Like, I've definitely had a lot of streams where I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a low energy stream today, but as soon as I talk to you guys, my energy just second wins itself. And then I get to spend a whole day talking about yaoi. Wow. It's like a sleepover, at least that's how it feels, and I love it, yeah. We're talking about yaoi the sleepover. Okay, talk about your crushes now. Yeah, who do you guys have a crush on? Who's the prettiest girl at school? Well, I think it's the Epcot ball. Epcot. I do have a friend that's like that, though. I have a friend who calls the Epcot ball their wife. This is the sleepover, which is I've invited you to sleep over, but I'm sleeping on my bed, and the rest of you guys have to sleep on the floor. Somebody's gonna say Edgeworth. Watch! Edgeworth is pretty good, but he's taken. Are you really gonna hit on a married man? Hmm? Can I sleep under the bed? There's no under the bed. Do you wanna be like hydro pressed underneath here? Cause there's no floor. And not with that attitude. This is probably how much is like a mattress weigh? On average, a mattress weighs anywhere between 50 and 150 pounds. It's definitely not 50 pounds. I probably think that my base mattress... The base mattress is probably closer to the 100, 150. And then the top mattress, probably closer to 100. So, about 250? Wait! Yeah, what's wrong? Yami Sukehiro. I don't know what this is. I've also been watching Mashal. I mean, a lot of that weight is distributed with springs and shit, I meant. Yeah, it's distributed. Not when you're trying to lift it, yeah. But I roughly know about how much 50-pound weighs. Because that's how much a suitcase weighs, and I can lift that pretty easily, and I cannot lift my mattress very easily. Oh, guys, what's up? What's up? You just wake up? Oh, I have to finish the ending of the most recent episode. I have so many questions. Of what? There's a lot of anime I haven't watched, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Magic and Muscles? I haven't finished watching it, but yeah, go ahead. The leader of the Black Bulls of Black Clover? I haven't finished Black Clover. Well, that's a lie. I did, but I skimmed some parts of it. I may have skimmed an arc. So I don't know if I reached the ending of it. It's been a few years. But I do like Black Clover a lot. I do have a character I like in Mashal. And I feel like it's the wrong answer. I feel like the character I chose to like is not the correct answer to go for in the series. But I do have to finish watching it. I'm not very far in. It's the guy with the white hair, isn't it? There's a character with white hair? Wait. Who? Oh, there's a lot of characters with white hair. I don't know who any of these guys are. Sudden sleeper agent activation code is white-haired anime boy. It's not. It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence if a character I like has white hair. Uh-huh. Listen, if the character has white hair, there's a precedent that has to be met for me to actually like them. You know, it's like you're going to adopt a dog, and then the person tells you like, oh, like the dog is very well trained, and you go, oh, like that's good, but like they only know one trick, and that's their definition of well trained. That's what it feels like. Or like you're ordering a chocolate cake because it says chocolate cake on the menu, but it's like a vanilla cake with chocolate icing. Son, episode 22. When you get to episode 22, tell me. I have to hear someone else feel the way I feel right now. I can't promise you that, but I'll try my best to remember. Oh, but the character I like is, I don't even remember what his name was. I just started the series, but he has blue hair. It's, it's sort of a personality trope. I have the very unfortunate case of liking characters who are this, but it doesn't bother me. It's a beige flag to me, as long as it doesn't go too far. Is it the pervert? I feel like I hate to say that I don't know who you refer to if you say that. It's the siscon, isn't it? Yes. I feel like characters who have siscon as a gag and it doesn't actually go anywhere are perfectly fine. That's my hot take. I feel like it's fine if it's for the gag. I haven't seen the anime, but I just assume it includes a pervert. It doesn't, but a lot of the characters are pretty eccentric. Lance, that's right. I'm not disappointed in you, but I am judging your choices. Yeah, Lance. That's I didn't know that was his last name. But I think if it's a character who is like over the top, loves their sister very dearly, and it contrasts their normal personality purely for the laughs, I think that's fine. I think that's funny. Because he's such like a stoic cool guy character who's like the top of the class, that sort of thing. But his one weakness is his little sister. If it doesn't go anywhere, do we even ever see the sister like not in a flashback? Like Daddy the parent in One Piece. I don't know who that is. If I typed that, will something come up? Is his first name actually Daddy? That's so funny. I don't know who this is. That is his full last government name. Daddy Masterson. Daddy the father. What a name. Oh, is he like the doting dad type of trope? Yeah, if it's purely for like the comedic trope of like he's kind of scared off the other characters if they try to get close to his daughter, I think that's funny. Hmm. I have to continue One Piece one day. I have to find where I left off. It's the Phoenix Wright naming rules. Yeah, it's sort of like predetermined. God, imagine your child naming your child Daddy. Your entire life will be summarized by two words in your name. Also, hi Meta. Hi. He's a bounty hunter known for being a lethal sharpshooter. That's cool. I didn't know that One Piece had a cowboy town. It doesn't surprise me. There's so many episodes now. I've never, well, not that I've never watched it. I watched some of the English dub, but I've read the manga, which I'm sure at this point is so far behind. I think you're amazing. Thank you. Um, like I remember it was after one of the time skips. I think there's multiple, but it was after one of the time skips, and I caught up. I didn't catch up with the manga, but I was trying to catch up with the manga and I stopped halfway. Something about Nami and a weather power. My mother gets a flashing red shine out of her eyes, and say to everyone, "My child will be will be named Will commit a murder." I thought there was only the 2-year time skip. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of then. I thought there was like two. I could be wrong. I guess it was like shortly after the time skip then. I'll have to check. There's a lot of series that I stopped reading halfway because I lost time and I just lost the bookmark for where I left off. zooming in once again. I've lost track of where we are. I need to work on something though. I got very little done. But if I make a post promoting my other social medias, please follow my other social medias. I can't promise you that they'll have stuff, but if you follow my Tumblr, maybe I'll tell you guys about my not safe for work Tumblr, and maybe one day I'll post in it. You can follow, if you find my not safe for work Tumblr, you can follow it, but there's nothing in it yet. Literally nothing. Of course I will. I just wanna, you know, I have all these social medias. I wanna reach out. Hey yo. Listen, if I stream spicy things, I gotta put them somewhere. I don't want to jump scare anyone who's following my main account on Twitter though. Does it go by the same name? No, because I made it a long time ago. I have to rename it right now anyway. My feed needs more men kissing. I'll work on that. I knew it at some point. I was pretty good at drawing profile faces for a while, but I have to relearn how to draw faces in profile. And then have them kiss. I have to study up on drawing those body poses. Which I will be doing. Will be doing with ignore the nipple on that side. Oh thank god you can't see this one. With the Clip Studio 3.0, I can really mess with the body proportions now. If I wanna drag this guy in. If I wanna whoop mess with this guy's proportions, I can. You better watch out. Is 3.0 good? I've heard mixed things. I don't know what mixed things are out there aside from they just gotta add a dark mode to it. But I love the features. I've been looking forward to these features for forever. Son, is it okay if I request something? Depends. As soon as you say ignore the nipples, it becomes an impossible task. Can you draw you with a cowboy hat? Like right now? I mean, I guess I could. I'm not very good at drawing cowboy hats, though. Close this. I'm gonna draw with my mouse, though. Tell your nipples to stop staring at me kind of situation. You're not looking at them. You're just being polite and making eye contact. Right? What do I look like? How will my ears fit through the hat? I'm the sheriff. What's our cowboy town name? I'm gonna use this if I ever get a girlfriend. I will be using that, son. What, staring at her boobs and going, "Oh, sorry, I'm just being polite and making eye contact." Prolonged eye contact. Ram Ranch Dimension. The town of Hardwood. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, right? Because my name is Sun, it would be better to have something like daytime themed, right? So what if I was the sheriff of Morningwood? It's less funny if I laugh at my own joke. Send it. Send it. All right. Our new cowboy AU is Sheriff's son. Sheriff's son. Sheriff of Morningwood. Yeehaw. This is the cowboy pose. Don't try to wander around these parts till noon. Folks here are pretty stiff and stern in the morning. Tell you what, Marshall, there's some fox. There's some fox. Just name it Wood. Well, it'll be Morningwood, but we just call it Wood around these parts, right? And our main export is the wood that we use to make yaoi paddles. I actually recently got like one of these little like neck things. It's really fun. I've actually been wearing it quite a bit because it's like a nice accessory. The unfortunate town, next town is Noon Boner. No relation. Bolo ties, yeah. I said I'm wheezing. This happens every time I'm here. Listen, you guys bring the energy, and I just roll with it. I may instigate it, but still. I don't know what to do for pants. I'll probably just give myself assless chaps, because also logistically, it's better for my tail that way. But I'd be like, have one of these. Then little star. Yeah! Oh, look at that! That's actually kind of cute. I want my hat. I feel like I'm gonna draw like the logo of the town on my hat, like it's my fucking ninja clan. But what would like the logo of Morningwood be? Like a sunrise? I almost said dick. I thought about it. But I don't know how to incorporate that without it just straight up being a dick, you know? We have to like mix it in with something. The sister towns cross the river. Who and she? I hope the cowboy theme, I don't know, like more people get into the cowboy theme art-wise. I'm not sure what I want out of this. I've drawn a bunch of my friends as in cowkinis recently. Two hills with a sun. Oh, you're right. So like that. It's subtle, but I kind of like that. You know, it's it poo. You don't know what it is. It could very well be. There we go. Like symbolically, I feel like that's fine. Remember, it's not safe unless it has a flared base. Can't forget the mining town up ahead. Rock hard. Oh my god, the rock hard mines. See, son, I respect you for being tasteful about jokes like this. We're respectfully looking at cowboy titties and managing our little town, ranch town, mining. I guess we're a mining town of Morninwood, and the rock hard mines. I was so focused on my browser window that I died at the flirt-based joke. We're very serious around here. This is world building right here. Because when I have the jokes like this, it's usually stuff that would shame the devil. Right? I got it'd be I guess I would Spurs. I have a sad story about that, but it's not. Huh? Zuchi, by law, you have to tell me after stream. Just to imply that it's like a separate pants thing. Nothing? Alright. And then I have my holster. I have my holster. It's safety. That is that is nothing not safe for work for Twitch. That's just the holster. If you're not careful, I'm gonna have to pull it out on you. You better behave yourself. You know what? I get two as a treat. How do I like? I guess I would just attach to the belt here. I'm drawing this all with my mouse, by the way. I have my pen next to me. I don't want to make this any easier. Eepiest dude in the West. Eepy. We're Eepy up in Morninwood. I don't know how to draw cowboy boots. I guess normally they'd be like this, right? Eepying up is correct. uh, are the Spurs the Yowie symbol? What's the Yowie symbol? Wait, that's so clever. I know what you mean. Why would you call it the Yowie symbol? But that's very funny, actually. Little yeah. That's just a symbol for male, right? I understand the direction though. What if I like that's how they attach to the boot? The sheriff is just very manly, yeah. It's just a really manly mining town, and if you arrive, there is enough room for the two of us. When it's hooked together, it's the Yowie symbol. I get it, yeah. Or it's called the Twig and Berries. I feel like this has to be a day. Like save these up for a day when we just make our sheriff town. yaoi visual novel. Is there a cowboy themed gay visual novel out there yet? Do we have to make this? Do we have to make like our fictional cowboys? What would like I'm thinking about that song Big Enough. With the good yaoi vein in the mines. We've basically reinvented Brokeback Mountain. This is what we've done. What we've done is we've modernized Brokeback Mountain. Ah, fuck, you're right. Gay cowboys is a thing. They be up in the mountains. Broke Boy Mountain. I am. Wow. Alright, alright. It's time to wrap it up. We're gonna go see today. But thank you guys for hanging out on my ranch. A cow pokes. Oh, yeah, folks. But I just slapped my leg laughing and straight yell because we did basic stand slices yesterday. No. Oh no. Oh. I hope you get better. Oh god, there's so many people on right now. I had to hold horse stands for like 20 minutes. I'm in pain. I think you need to, you know, save a horse, ride a cowboy. I think that's just the solution. Your legs are too tired to go into horse pose and horse stance. I don't miss doing that. I don't miss doing those kind of exercises. Let the ad run while I take my time. I come back to Toast Sandwich and I love him. Bard, this is the sheriff of Morninwood, of the mining town for Rock Hard Mountain. And yeehaw, partner. I tried to, but there are no femme cowboys in my area. Sometimes you have to settle. Sometimes you just gotta find a cowboy that'll clean out your PC. Chef Morningwood, hopefully he beat the crime around here. Yeah, he's loaded. He'll pull it out on you if you cause any trouble. On the inside, we are all the same. Ride hard for the Morningwood in the Yowie territories. I'm gonna find someone that we could raid into that we could be a bit silly about a raid message with. But start coming up with something. Come up with two. One, if I pick someone that we're gonna be more chill about, and one that we can just go like real silly style. Because there's some people that I haven't read in a hot second. And then some people that I would just like to go say hi to. Yowie be upon ye ha. Put a dash between ye and ha. You know, Pi was correct. If there are no femme cowboys, become the femme cowboy you want to see in the world. Howdy. Howdy is also very cute. How about howdy Yowie be upon ye? Yeah. Howdy Yowie be upon yeehaw. Let's combine those. Okay. I think they're wrapping up. Alright. We're rolling it back. Put a space between there. This town ain't got enough yaoi for the two of us. Wait, that's really good too. Shit. This town ain't got enough yaoi for the two of us. I'm actually gonna screenshot that into this document, so I don't forget that. Blah blah blah. Hi. Thank you so much for the 24 months. That's 2 years of being a good egg. Thank you so much. Pick whichever one you like. It'd be 2 since there's 30 of us here. The 2 of us being we, the collective chat, and then they, the collective other streamer. The town ain't got enough beds for the 2 of us. This is where I was leaning. A dangerous little town like Morningwood ain't no place for a woman. But the boys here have a lot of love in the hearts for 'em. Yep, lots of boys love town. Lots of boys love in this town. We're just such like a peaceful mining town. We're sharing the love. It's a little, you know, we share in beds because it's warmer. It gets real cold out in the desert. Cowboys something, they like coffee, right? Let's see. Do we want to open it up? Let me check what this is. I something, but it's horrible. Lay it on me. In history books, they were roommates. No. And now you got me curious. Oh. Got them fish. Turtle! Ooh, new turtle. Put that turtle back. Not this time. All I say is a joke involving coffee beans and yaoi. Where are you putting those coffee beans, T-dubs? I got my vape, so I don't have to fish anymore. But what if you lose it again? The merciless Lady Lethal. What's wrong, boy? Afraid of a woman with a gun? Swift Sammy shoots for both teams. Nah, I love a lady with a strap. Sammy shoots for both teams. No, there are no coffee beans. That's the... Oh. I put way too much thought into that joke. I won't deny it. Now that's a name you could trust. That's a household name right there. UOC just dropped. Sammy shoots for both teams of the shoots for both teams ranch. All right. Do you want to go into dark adventure or more cozy adventure? What are we feeling tonight? No relations. No, unrelated. Cozy. Want to be a little bit cozy tonight? We all tuckered out, cowboys. All right. And also, you're just free to go wherever you so please. Want to scare people, but more in a way of I'm being odd, like salad fingers. Let's go say hi to Kaya. We can be a bit silly with Kaya, who is currently playing Tears of the Kingdom. Be respectful. I don't know if Kaya's played this before, but if not, don't spoil anything. Don't backseat. We are gonna go say, I'm a fan of my own little Maxwell. Oops. I just zoomed. Have we concocted our raid message? I think between, yeah, this town ain't got enough yaoi for the two of us. Is that we're picking? Make sure the stream have a good time zone. I'm just... There we go. This town ain't got enough yaoi for the two of us. Sorry, lads, I'm all tuckered out. I wish I had a strong man to tuck me in so I can get some good, manly, heterosexual sleep in my king-size bed that I have with no wife. Ugh. And if you don't have my emotes, feel free to use Kai's emotes, your own emotes, whatever emotes you want. What if we added a cowboy hat to Sundance? I didn't make Sundance, so that would be something that we would have to ask the person who made the emote. That would be an edit. Ooh! Plug Bear! Oh, thank you so much for gifting us up to Petra! Petra could use my little emotes now. Yeah, Zem made it. We're gonna rating to Kaya. Get your last fishing in. Yeah, you got a thong. You gonna put that on, cowboy? Too many ideas. Ignore my ADHD rants. Ready for the raid, yeah. Congrats to the thong! Alright. I love you guys very dearly. I'm gonna wrap up the fishing if no one else wants to throw in a line. 3, 2, 1. You paused. Alright. I love you guys. I'll be on 2 p.m. EST for Trial Thursday. We're gonna finish through the entire case Thursday, Friday, same times, 2 p.m. EST till late. And take care. I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye-bye.